Why am I the only one who cares about S-Ride?
What?
Kevin, we're S-Riding. Nay. Nay.
Hello.
S-Ride.
S-Ride? Oh boy.
This Fabi Naka game is insane, April.
Kevin doesn't remotely care about S-Ride. And frankly, I'm a little hurt.
I can't
Why
believe
would
you got one.
Why would I care about S-Ride?
Homestuck/pony.
It's Championship Sunday on the North American International Championship.
Okay, buddy, and you're streaming Homestuck with your friends.
I know. Don't make me feel that guilty.
S-Ride is the screensaver while I pull up chat on my phone.
I mean, I have your Discord open.
Oh, good for him. Nay.
Nay.
April, we're almost to the point where we can watch The Baby Is You.
No.
Oh boy.
No. It's not going to get banned from Twitch.
It's not. There's nothing in it that is like against Twitch guidelines.
It's against my guidelines.
That's true. But...
I do not think we should make Kevin listen to The Baby Is You.
Oh, I'm not gonna, but
terrible idea.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna announce when we're allowed to watch it.
Okay. Okay.
I can't believe John Egbert's gonna die again.
Again? Oh, no. Pester Dave. Strider, I need you to do me a little favor. Can you take a capture of my betterment and send me a file for no reason in particular?
Actually, no, we've done this because this is when Dream Jay's like, no.
Yeah, we did see that. Prepare for nap. Napu. You bundle up your knittings into a cozy nest. You aren't all that tired, though. It's hard to imagine falling asleep without the luxury of Harley's Nicolopsy.
Nicolopsy.
Future Dream Rose cease to exist. What?
Oh no.
Press the moon button on the keyboard.
Good.
What?
Okay, so future doomed Rose transferred or whatever the fuck.
How?
They did it.
So, I I don't.
To be fair, before the timeline thing even happened, before John took off, David mentioned that Rose just fell asleep for some fucking reason.
I guess so. Rose fell asleep, and while she was asleep, future doomed timeline Dream Rose.
Kevin, what happened is future Dream Rose, like transferred over and made current Rose's dream self wake up early. But when a dream self is awake, the normal self is asleep. That's the whole point. So normal Rose passed out because Dream Rose woke up.
Oh, was forced to wake up. Okay. But where's doomed future Rose?
They cease to exist. Dave's right. Troll GC.
So, they transferred over, ceased to exist, but in the process woke up Rose's dream self early.
I assume.
Okay.
Go with it. Don't talk to John anymore. He's an impressionable doofus. Your plan didn't work. I mean, it did, but then suddenly it didn't, so you might as well quit trying.
You smell like orange creamsicles.
What? You're aliens. Do you even have orange creamsicles?
Of course. What kind of awful civilization wouldn't invent orange creamsicles? Not one I'd want anything to do with.
Okay, pretty far-fetched, but whatever. No more hijinks from you, because I'll make sure they won't work.
Well, obviously, I know it wasn't going to work. My friends have been talking to John from the future, your future, where he's not dead. So there was no way what I did was going to kill him. I just wanted to mess with him and stuff.
I don't think you're following. You did kill him, sort of, then I went back in time to stop him.
Yeah, I guess there was a chance something like that might happen.
Alright, but did you guess that by trolling John to his grave and making me splinter off into an alt timeline, that you were basically complicit in making our timeline go the way it was supposed to go all along, where future me is now helping Dave and we just keep playing, and our actions ultimately lead to the trouble you're all in now, thus leading you all to troll us incompetently.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, see? None of you ever thinks anything through. Who's in charge of timeline management there? I gotta give him the business.
She doesn't want to talk to any of you. And his misgivings about the whole thing, about this whole thing. Not all of us are that enthusiastic about trolling you guys. And the ones who are sort of suck at it.
Well, at least he got John to off himself, so I guess you're not totally incompetent like the others, like that awful rapper.
So John actually did what I said?
Yeah, I'm telling you, huge pushover. He'll do whatever he will do what you say, unless it happens to be for his own good. Then all of a sudden, he's a tough nut to crack. Go figure.
Now I feel kinda bad. Are you sure I can't talk to him, even if it's just to apologize? Would that be okay with Sir Brave Knight?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. No coy bullshit antics, though. Not even like an idiotic, angry, winking emote.
Wrinkling emote.
There's a piece of, like, dirt on my screen that covered the word.
I just want a wrinkling emote now. Oh, what? You're going to hunt me through this time? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do you realize I'm way higher on my cholesterol than you?
Sure. Sure.
Even if you are from the future, are you sure you want to get your clock cleaned by a blind oh, right, this is a blind woman.
Okay, even if that's true, I just merged with an impaled orange goddamn bird, and now I got all these crazy powers.
Ugh. Self-prototyping is so dumb. This is why you all screw up so bad. Always binding the rules
Bending.
like that. Oh well, can't stop me now, so might as well drop it. Hey, Dave.
What?
I've been researching some of your 34th
Earth?
Earth soap operas. Is this you? What?
HumanCaptainPlanet.jpg. Oh, Jegus, fuck no! Why would that breathtaking douche remind you of me at all?
But he has a fiery personality, sort of grayish and impetuous. And in fact,
And
like,
in your face.
fire itself.
Now I know you're bullshitting me. Do I seem like the kind of guy who'd accept a magic ring from Whoopi Goldberg to awaken some egregious homo fantasy for a ripped blue dude's mammoth eco-friendly bulge? That guy's an asshole and needs to be sealed into a duffel bag and whipped something ungodly with a bamboo shoot.
Who's Whoopi Goldberg?
Who cares?
Okay, I made some modifications. So this is you, Dave. Come on, admit it.
Considering she's blind, that's pretty close.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty much fucking spot on. You're actually a pretty good troll. As long as you don't bug John, I guess that's all there is to say on the matter.
Thanks, Dave. To be fair, I'm sure every one of us wishes we thought of future self prototyping first. So you're not really all that terrible.
Dave Sprite. Chill with Dave. Oh, God. Who are you talking to? Just telling a troll to step off. Okay, cool. So now that you're a sprite, do you know everything about the game? Well, I knew a lot anyway because I'm from the future, but yeah, I know more stuff now, like things meant specifically for sprites to clue players in on. But packaged in these, like, I guess riddles. I'm supposed to be cagey about it, but I don't really feel like it. Ask me anything. Go ahead. I'll give you a straight answer. All right. Here goes. Why are we so fucking awesome? That's the best fucking question anyone ever asked. Yeah. So is everything all cool with this John business? Is he gonna be okay? That's up to him. If he decides to wise up and listen to us. If not, then we just bail everyone out yet again. Okay. All that gear you picked up should let you breeze through the first couple gates, even at a low level. Later you'll unlock the ability to bring your sprite down with you, and we'll take care of that shit together. So then I guess just mess around and let Jade build up or whatever. I'll go kill some time, maybe draw some comics. Like what? I don't know. What's the last one you did? I was in the middle of the non-show party arc. Oh yeah, I gave up on that halfway through. Yeah, that was sort of the plan. Making a 10-part story about nachos was always a bullshit idea. Let's do some brainstorming later. Blow everyone's minds. Yeah, sure. Bump. Meanwhile, hundreds of pages ago.
You open the package. There's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage. Have we read this?
Yes.
Just reading it again?
Yeah, I think.
It's like Malkovich's Cyrus
I think we...
the virus, while taunting hard-luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the suit of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Included is a note from your best bro, Dave.
So, hey. Since it's your birthday, I had to get you back from the sick memorabilia you got me, so I got you this god-awful thing, and now I just know you're standing there flipping your shit over it, so you're welcome. It's the actual gross bunny in the movie, so that means Nick Cage actually grabbed it up with his clownish no-talent fingers. I would suggest you put it somewhere and display it ironically, but I know you're dead serious about this ridiculous shit, so you'll probably sleep with the damn thing and nibble its ear and stuff. But the weird thing is that's what's cool about you. You're this naive guy like Pinocchio tumbled ass backwards off the turnip truck and started kicking like in Ghostbusters. Then the fairy godmother kissed your nose or some shit, and you turned out to be not made of wood and also pretty cool to talk to. One day your gooberish ways are gonna land you in a jam, and I know I'm gonna have to get you off the hook, but it's cool, I got your back, bro. Then we'll meet and hug, bump, and get each other's filthy wife beaters and that much filthier. So yeah, peace, dog. TG.
Okay.
Right.
Get pestered by Dave.
Did you blast off like a spazzy douche yet or what?
Yeah, of course. There's no way I wasn't trying out this sweet ride.
God damn it, what do I have to do to make you believe me? Fist bump my future self till I got bloody knuckles and write you an even sappier birthday note in my own blood on a Back to the Future poster?
Relax, I'm not going through the gate. I'm just flying around and having a good time in the sky.
Oh, okay. So you believe me then about future me and like him turning into a floating sword bird?
Okay, I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't matter. You're my best bro, and if you say not to go, then I won't go. Hey, can you hold on? I'm getting trolled again.
Oh man, if we just concluded anything, it's that talking to those D-bags would be priority #1. So yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, BRB. Get trolled by CG. Oh god. I keep scrolling backwards to your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched us up so badly, and I keep finding these striking pockets of foolishness, like what you're doing right now, riding your little set red rocket, like you are a fleshly hatched human larva, and this is all just a big school hive rumpus respite. Humans aren't hatched as larvae, dummy. We don't hatch at all. We are born as these little pink monkeys called babies. Bullshit, that's not what you just told me. What did I say? I'll paste what you said. If I didn't like going down that route, copy-pasting future past conversations, why would I have a problem with that? I know, that's what you just told me. Whatever, look. God, how do I read this? What voice do I do?
I assume you just read it with the correct voices. I mean, he's just... Unless you want to do CG doing a John impression, but I don't think you do.
You should.
How?
This is really weird.
This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch from like these slimy pods. They only wriggle out as a little pink larva. Oh, really? Maybe we have more in common than I thought. I was punking you, dude. At least I will be in our next conversation. Thanks for the great prank idea. Ah, why would you trick me about that? What is even the point? I don't know, it was just a friendly prank. Don't you ever play pranks? I mean, of course you do. One of you just tried to prank me good. What? Who? You'll find out. Well, fine. I guess you got me back, sort of, for my trolling, even though you haven't even read my worst trolling efforts yet, because they will happen in your future. And even then you didn't even mind much, almost like you were delighted to hear it. Kind of perverse, actually. What's wrong with you? Well, we're friends by then, aren't we? We're sort of like reverse anti-mutual friends. What the hell does that even mean? Look, you're going to have to face it at some point. That you're learning the meaning of this human emotion called friendship. Is friendship really an emotion? Yes, absolutely. I guess it's hard to see how we become friends. This is so frustrating. Every time I go further back into your past and talk to you, you say stuff that pertains to my immediate future, and then you won't explain to me what's going on because it's already old news for you. Dude, you've been doing the same exact thing. I've done no such thing. I've been exceptionally informative and helpful. I am justifiably acrimonious. You never answer my questions, though. How am I supposed to know what's going on or what you're alluding to? This game is kind of a game of a million guides. Everywhere you turn, there's another way to figure out what's going on. So please, go secrete me in Earth with your strange human tear ducts. You've got sprites, exiles, guardians, consorts, time-hopping future selves, mystical dream oracle doppelgangers. And if that wasn't enough, your particular group of players is lucky enough to have us to give you the scoop on stuff. Through a sort of subversion of the whole damn thing, even though we hate you. And even though the fact that we hate you is an immutable fact, as unalterable as this writhing knotted hell of a timeline choking us all to death, it does not mean we have any reason to withhold any information from you, or dish it out through crypto-baffling mind fuddlery. So go ahead, ask me anything. Okay. What's the point of the game? As something else, I already told you that. It was this whole big conversation we had. Fine, where are you? In the medium, a separate session from yours. No, I know that. You already told me. I did? Yes, in your future. Now, what I mean is, are you in your house right now, or in one of your magical lands, or what? Just curious, because you can see me, but I can't see or know anything about you. We're hiding in the Veil. What's left of it? What's that? It's a huge belt of meteors orbiting way outside Gaia beyond the orbit of the planets, dividing the medium from the furthest ring where Durs orbits. Durs? The dark planet. Prospects the light one near Skya. Well, geez, how am I supposed to know any of this? You'll probably find out sooner or later from your dumb grandma. By fusing with the sprite, she has to withhold stuff and be mysterious and all to make your adventure seem more magical. It's infuriating. Okay, so the Veil's a bunch of meteors. What do you mean, what's left of it? Okay, there comes a time when black inevitably beats white on the battlefield in the center of Skya. The White King is captured or killed or something. That's when the reckoning starts. Okay. The rulers of Durs, the Black King and Queen, get the power to send the Veil towards Skya to destroy it. This sort of starts your big countdown when shit gets serious. So it's up to us to save it? Yeah, you have to wait that long to kill a Bat Queen and King. The sky itself sort of buys you some time by activating its defense portals to catch some of the meteors. The threat gets bigger the longer you take, though. Smaller meteors come first, and they get progressively bigger and bigger, and there's only so much of them Sky can absorb for you. Okay, but it sounds like we've got plenty of time before that happens, right? That's just it. You don't. Ordinarily you would, but your reckoning starts much sooner because of some dumb things you've done. You completely blew it already, and you have no chance of winning more, which ordinarily would be fine, just another bunch of losers to fail at this game. It's what you do later that causes so much more trouble than that, and now we have to deal with it too. Oh no. What is it? Already told you. It's inevitable and completely pointless to talk about anyway. Yeah, well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe there's something we can still do to stop it if you just help us? I'm not wrong. It's all right here in front of me. You fuck up royally. End of story. Okay, well, we'll see about that, Mr. Sour Bulge. Hey, aren't you kind of uncomfortable sitting on a meteor? Are you all huddled in a crater or something? No, there's all kinds of crazy shit in the Veil. A lot of these meteors are kind of like big seeds. Seeds? Well, what kind of crazy shit is there? Stuff like buildings, facilities, like labs and stuff. Weird. Yeah, the Veil is kind of like neutral ground for the kingdoms, like our planets. Some places are used to genetically engineer soldiers and agents for the two sides, using genetic material from the exotic menagerie of chess pieces on the battleground to help fuel the war and keep raising the stakes.
I'm not gonna be Carvana.
I don't think I'm following this. Yeah, no shit. But you'll find out when you get there, since you were in the Veil when we last talked. Anyway, that's more than enough info for you to think about and be less stupid in time for conversations we've already had. I'm out of here.
Kevin, are you listening? Because this is lore.
I was listening.
Okay, but wait,
Because you ranted about Carvana.
Not Carvana, Carvana.
They are talking about chess.
That's true.
Okay, but wait, can you give a message to GC for me? Tell her nice try. What? Why would I give her a message for you? Do it yourself. I'm not a relay service. Oh, well, I thought you'd be cool with it since you asked me to give her a message for you last time, but whatever. I find that highly implausible. I'm not falling for any more of your human pranks. Nice try, John.
I had no idea that this was this early, but whatever.
As Jack ascend. Isn't that canon?
Jack Noir, oh no.
Jack, ascend.
Oh look, it's the Veil.
No. Oh. Hi, Rose. Dream Rose. Oh no. Okay, he just annihilated the Black Queen? He is the Black Queen.
Queen.
He grows a sword impaled out of his gut. Okay.
Well, that's what Dave's sprite is.
Why should that matter?
Because the ring steals the properties of what they prototype. That's the point.
Huh?
They have the clown outfits from John's sprite, the tentacles from Rose's octopus Jasper sprite, and the wings and sword from Dave's sprite.
Oh.
Ah.
When you prototype something, the properties of the prototype go to the kings and queens of each side.
Oh.
Which is why earlier when the White Queen took the ring off, she turned normal.
Ah. Oh my god. This is confusing. What just happened?
What happened
Okay.
is Jack just stole the ring.
I gathered. But it felt like a lot of stuff else happened, like with Rose.
Yeah. What happened is Jack ascended.
Dream Rose is like stuck in Durst.
Well, no, the dream selves are on the planet's moons. That's well established.
The moons they go to when they go through the first, or when they...
The moons
make
of Prospit or Durst.
Okay. So we saw Jade's green dream sprite was on a moon of Prospit, right?
John is also sleeping there,
Oh, okay.
as we've seen 50 times.
But why is Jade's room identical there? Is
Rose's? I think Rose's room was identical here too.
Yeah, but why are there bedrooms there identical?
I don't know, because they're magical fucking copy rooms? Where the magical fucking copy selves exist?
Where they insane scribble on walls like they're insane.
Yes.
Why?
Listen, I'll replay it.
No, I think I got it.
I'm always willing to replay Jack Ascend.
I think I got it.
The first flash that means something.
Locate fourth wall. Activate.
Andrew Hussey! Engage in highly indulgent self-insertion into story!
What?
What? Oh, hell no. This is always such a terrible idea. Leave me alone. Examine wall. You really wish your side of the wall had an off switch. Which is to say, I really wish my side of the wall had an off switch. Forget it. Go back to work. Okay, you're just gonna ask me to recap Homestuck, though. I don't know why you'd want to sit there and watch me type. This is gonna be pretty long. Recap first year of Homestuck. Now, I don't know if you want to read this.
I think
Oh.
I don't know if we need to read it all on stream. But
I was gonna say it's page 1674 in case Kevin wants to catch up on the lore post-stream.
Page 16. Well, how am I gonna get to that?
You type in Homestuck page 1674
Let me
into google.com, and then the first link is the correct page.
I see.
Considering Kevin's a fan of knowing what the hell's going on, if you want to know what the hell's going on, you can read Hussey's fucking essay.
I'll just...
It does actually, like, recap it perfectly adequately.
It recaps the last flash that we just saw?
It recaps the entire year. That Jack Ascend was the last flash posted. It was posted on the 1-year anniversary of Homestuck.
Yes, I am... Could be unaltered by the timeline shift.
I didn't realize Jack Ascend came so quickly after Dave Accelerate. I'm gonna look at when
She then saw all the genetic scrawling she did in meow letters and understood their meaning. What does that even mean?
it means it showed it rather crappily in my opinion, but it did show the fact that you could translate MEOW to GCAT. In some fucking combination.
He then became Jaxpers Neuralacro, which is a name I just made up. Fool horse.
What page is this? I don't think we're making it to that.
Okay, let's oh my goodness.
Take a moment.
Okay, I'm ready.
I didn't read any of that. Do something less boring. MSPA reader, shut the hell up! Retrieve arm from background. Huh? Oh, Cal, please, not now. Why don't you keep drawing Homestuck or something? Oh, but I don't merely draw Homestuck. Type forward error, I'm about to make a joke. Okay. I conjure this intrepid fantasy-scape with tears bled from the wisdom-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary magicians. I pull heavy drags from the brooms of inspiration with enchanted bellows marauded from a guild of churlish mythical dwarves. Fast bulbous riddle spiders push the silken strands of pure whimsy through hideous abominable spinnerets, and it is that which I weave this audacious cocoon of exquisite lies. And when it hatches, a great moth of titillation will awaken and roar and beat its wings, and the powder settling down will arrest the humors of an enormous, terrible old beggar, relaxing the vulturous, leathery vice grip he's fixed around your captive mind. This is stupid. Stop being a wise ass and get drawing. Alright. It won't be that exciting to watch, though. I'll pull up Photoshop again. Here's the file I was using for the fourth wall. What do you want me to draw? Can you show us what's going on with John again? Sure. How about if I drag the content from one of the John files under the fourth wall layer so we can make a more graceful transition out of this ludicrous, highly disruptive self-insertion arc? That sounds like a good idea. Oh, and then you can type something like switch walls view to show us what's going on with John. Here, I'll prepare the GIF file for that. It'll just take a few seconds. Go ahead, say that. Switch walls view to show us what's going on with John. You decide that's entirely enough of that. If this website becomes any more self-aware in a playfully self-deprecating, yet weirdly self-aggrandizing manner, you're gonna drown a bag of puppies in a sewer.
Oh.
Answer, GC. What's this?
It's your world. Wait. It's your world map. I have no person who uses that.
Was happening.
I have no person who uses that voice. With your second gate labeled, so you can go there.
Oh man, let me drop everything and go there because it's such a huge hurry to take more of your advice.
John, please give me one of your human breaks. I feel so awful about killing you, even though technically you never even died. So I don't know what you're whining about.
Yeah, well, Dave said I did, and I believe him.
This is because he and you are best pups.
Pupa?
Pals? What?
Pupa pals for life?
What? What does that even mean? Can't
Yes,
I be your
Pupa
pal too,
pals
John?
for life.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I thought you were okay for a while, but now you are kind of giving me.
Jake is John.
What?
I am invoking the name of your birth to express frustration.
You mean my Earth Jesus?
I don't know, do I?
Do you have a troll Gigas?
John, we have the best troll genius. You don't even know.
Oh, wow, really? Or is this a joke?
It's junk. Not really sure what a Aegis is.
Well, neither do I guess. Neither do I. It's pretty much not anything.
John, will you please follow this map? Let me warn you, earn your trust. If you don't like what the other side of this gate, you can just turn around.
Okay, I'll take a look. Open map. Google Lois.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a map, alright.
Oh my god. John, here is your house. I cropped the world map for you so you can easily find where to easily go fly north. Also, hi, this is me.
Hello? No? You don't feel like it?
You screw up all by yourself.
Well, let me try to... There you go.
This is the second gate. Go in here. I promise you won't die this time unless you screw up all by yourself.
Are you guys happy we had Google Loas to help us?
Yeah, and the Google Loas is very helpful.
Yes, this is a very decipherable map of whatever the heck this is.
Loas, the land of wind and shade. It's very easy.
Ah,
Oh.
I'm
We've seen
glad
the
everything
name.
looks the same topographically.
Well, it's the land of wind and shade, not the land of easily recognizable landmarks and shade, you fucking idiot.
Where's the wind?
Kevin, the entire mail system with the pipes is designed by the breeze. I don't know what you want.
Fair. Where's
Enter.
the shade?
I don't know what you... look at it.
Enter. You spend the next 20 minutes staring at this image file before you realize it's not a flash file. Yeah.
It's going up ever so slowly.
Wait, it is a flash file.
I think it's a really big GIF.
Nine.
Gate 2.
What did it start at?
What, 0.
Like 4?
No, it started at 0.
Oh.
But every percent is getting slower.
Oh my.
Does anything happen at 100?
Absolutely not. I think it loops at like, yeah, it loops at 10.
Oops,
Anyway.
10.
Pshoo!
Oh, hi.
Get up.
Ah, they've reunited.
Kevin, why do they have to be in the same session 856?
Why was
this?
John's second gate there?
Because that's what the point is.
So that means the gates just go in a loop. Why are they numbered? Then they aren't numbered.
That's what the point is.
Get up. Despite the pandemonium of your entrance, Rose is still sound asleep. She must be really tuckered out. It looks like this little guy is awake and ready for action, though. He is adorable. You decided to name him Dr. Meowgon Spangler. Answer Dave.
Wow, okay, you're a little early, but that's fine, I guess. Also, you suck at rockets. What?
She tricked me again.
Who?
GC. She told me how to get to the second gate. So I went through, but it took me to Rose's house instead. Another prank.
Dude, you did go through the second gate. I mean, I don't know why you'd listen to her again. Kind of moronic, but that's a whole other issue. She didn't trick you this time.
Oh. Then I don't really get this.
What were you expecting? This is how it works. The progression of gates is like this whole round-robin thing, cycling through each planet. Gate 2 on your planet leads to Gate 2 on Rose's. Then you build up to Gate 3 above her home, which leads somewhere else on her planet. You look for Gate 4 somewhere there, which leads to Gate 4 above my house, and so on.
Wow, okay.
Ordinarily, Rose would have already gone through her Gate 1, but she's sleeping pretty hard, obviously, and ordinarily you wouldn't have gone through Gate 2 until her house was built up, so you wouldn't fall to your death. But you got your cheat rocket, so that's fine. See, we all gotta coordinate on this thing.
Okay. How do you know all this?
Come on, dude.
Oh yeah, you're the orange Dave. Hey, no offense, but do you think I could talk to real Dave for a second?
God damn it, I am the real Dave. You know, the one who saved your life? I'm more real, actually, because I've been through some heavy shit already, hopping around on red hot gears on I-beams for like a year and grinding shit out for your ungrateful ass. Here, look, check out this code from the future, not that you deserve it. WIIN189Q. You're fucking welcome.
Oh, calm down. I'm sorry. That's not really what I meant. I mean, of course you're a real Dave. What I mean is, the Dave from my time is also my friend, and I guess he's in the same boat I'm in, not knowing stuff and all. And I'd feel bad keeping him out of the loop.
Yo,
Oh, hey, I think I pissed off your future self.
what'd you do?
I said he wasn't the real Dave. I think I might have really hurt his feelings.
Don't worry about it.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't give a shit, and he's me.
Okay. I'm in Rose's room, by the way.
What? Really?
Yeah, but she's asleep.
Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm coming down to the computer.
Okay.
Dave's here. He wants to use the computer, probably to help you scope out Rose's room and snoop and stuff. I mean, that's what I would have done if you were alive. So I'm gonna go use these flappy ghost wings and tear shit up in space or something.
Sure. Hey, Dave.
What?
In case I forgot to say so before, thanks for saving my life.
Yeah.
Snoop.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing here, but I think we can both agree that you gotta rummage through as much of her shit as possible before she wakes up.
Man, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like the idea of capering around her room while she's asleep. It feels weird. I'm going to wake her up.
Dude, no, come on. She's out like a light anyway. It has some weird future thing that happened that made her sleep.
A future thing?
Yeah, shit doesn't get more clear than that.
Well, yeah, she won't wake up, so I guess so. But I'm not snooping.
Fine, don't, but here, just do this one thing. See those two notebooks on the floor behind you?
Yeah, they look sort of like journals. I don't think I should read those.
You don't have to read them. I'm not telling you to. What kind of prying tool do you take me for? Just pick them up. You know, like tidy up a bit since you made a royal fucking dump of her room just now.
Okay. Take up books.
Now, I need you to do something else. This is important, like for important game reasons and stuff. Take the card the books are on, flip it over, so you can see the code.
Wait a minute. I see what you're trying to do. I won't tell you the code for Rosa's books.
Dude, you don't have to tell me the code. Just flip it over and let me know if there's a code there. That's all.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, there's a code.
Alright, cool. You can ditch the books now if you want. Maybe put them back on the floor so Rose doesn't think you were snooping. Seriously, you got some grubby fingers, bro. Why don't you mind your own business there? What's even with you?
Dave, I think all this laughing made me poop in my pants too hard.
Isn't that your birthday package there?
Oh yeah, I think it might be.
Maybe you should look at it. I don't think it counts as snooping since it's technically yours.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder if she finished. She's really tight. She was so tight-lipped about the damn thing. I'm really curious.
Zoom in.
Oh. Is that...
Yarn bonk. What's wrong? What's wrong with Dream Cal? I don't know what's wrong, Kevin.
Oh, okay. Why is there graffiti?
What's wrong?
Why did they all graffiti their rooms when they're asleep?
I don't know, Kevin. Why do they?
You eye your birthday package. You eye your birthday package again curiously. It's awfully tempting to peek inside, but you feel guilty about it for some reason, even though it's yours anyway. You suppose a perusal of her bookshelf would be harmless enough. Just a bunch of books. The knowledge within it is meant for everybody. Dave festers you with the message, which he decides not to bother dignifying with a whole pestering ordeal, because it's probably just him being a truculent jackass against us screw him. Look at a book. The Ocean Charles.
The big
The
man.
big man
has
the answers.
Charles Barkley.
You find a book full of beautiful poetry and groundbreaking philosophical thinking by American sports legend Charles Barkley. These are words to cherish. This is a man to treasure. Take book. You capture Rose's autographed copy of This Ocean Charles. Jewels of wisdom like this don't just fall into your lap every day and shouldn't be parted with lightly. You don't show mind if you borrow her book. She's always trying to get you to read her weird books anyway. Oh, just open the package already. You can't take it anymore. You're going to see what's inside.
Oh, hell.
John.
John, I never got to thank you properly for your gift. Yes, the words were there. Language. This is a letter. I don't have to do her voice. Language comprising the familiar veneer of gratitude, rubbing off with each tired favor creative.
Sure.
What? Oh, should I do her voice?
I'd argue it's as written as a text chat.
Fine.
But do what you want.
A God blessed to the sneeze, or a few pennies cradled in a receipt. Perhaps it's the deplorable romantic in me, but I thought your present and your friendship demanded reciprocation surpassing by some degree the utterly meaningless. The proper thanks, I thought, would be a demonstration that your offering was not in vain. Yes, maybe some would take your suggested alternative to my gloomy preoccupations as a passive-aggressive jab. But I know you didn't mean it that way. In fact, I'm sure reading about it now is the first time that notion has occurred to you. John, please stop rolling your eyes. The letter is down here. The gift in this box is a resurrection. I use your present to thread life anew into a tattered heirloom. And as long as I can remember, its black, greasy appendages have been tethered limply to its ratty, porous carriage. Too delicate to wash, too dear to discard. I used to love this rabbit. Now he's yours. I trust you'll find this to be adequately sentimental. Happy birthday, Rose.
Put the bunny back in the box. This gift from Rose is so cool. 2 sweet bunnies on one birthday? What are the odds? In a fit of enthusiasm, you shut up and jam the bunny back in the box, executing a textbook chaos dunk. Millions would have perished if everything in the ocean weren't dead already. That is. Take box. You gently chaos dunk the fragile bunny back in the box and capture log it. It is such a nice present. You'll have to write Rose a thank you note and tuck it under her hairband or something. I know that would probably be. This bunny reminds you that you still have a salamander in your Silvex. She's holding the bunny Dave got you. Sort of uncanny how similar they are, aside from the knitted enhancements. Seriously, what are the odds? It's so weird. Deploy beloved daughter. You release a dear precious Casey. She was probably getting antsy in that car. You think you'll leave her here with Rose. A dangerous quest is nothing to embark on with a sweet and little girl stashed in your inventory. Okay, sure. You aren't actually sure if she is a girl. You don't even know if salamanders can be girls. Are they hermaphrodites or something? You don't know anything about biology. Unless it is biology that has to do with ghosts and slime. But even then, you don't actually know anything. You just sort of like to pretend you do. It looks like a troll is bugging Rose. Answer troll.
I'm supposed to antagonize a few members of your trivial species. I have to start somewhere and somewhen, so I'm starting with you and now. It's going to be pointless and unpleasant, mostly for me. Actually, you know what? I'm not really feeling this at all. Goodbye.
She's not here right now. She's asleep. But okay, good to see you.
Is this your human sarcasm that I've heard about?
This is why Rose.
This is why Rose was acting weird the first conversation, yes.
Oh my god.
Is this...
Wait, so am I supposed to read this?
No, because this is John pretending to be Rose, so this is April doing an impression of Rose.
Yeah.
Is this your human sarcasm that I've heard about, that you always use, and that is basically a terrible way to communicate?
No?
I thought that was the thing you did, the Rose human specifically.
Oh, yeah, that's me. I am the Rose human. Look at me. I am so smart with all these snooty words and complicated things to say. I am the queen of books.
Okay, these are definitely insincere statements. Why do you work so hard at being so awful?
I'm so burned. These burns are crazy. Can we just chat to the chase and be friends already? These cat and mouse games are so dumb. You know, we're just here to all be friends at some point anyway.
Have we spoken before?
I don't know, maybe? It's hard to keep track with all your time nonsense.
Now that I think about it, it is pretty conceivable that I will talk to you again in the past after this conversation.
That's because you guys always do things the hard way and the dumb way.
I should figure out how the viewport feature of this application works so I can see what such a primitive creature looks like.
Haha, well, I know what you guys look like. You look kind of like Howie Mandel from Little Monster. Even though, to be perfectly frank, he was kind of a big monster. Because he was a goofy adult, and Fred Savage was like his child prankster sidekick.
Is this an adversary you have encountered on your quest?
No, it's a movie. You should ask John about it because he thinks it's awesome. Which it is.
It seems you put stock in John's assessment of things, even though uninteresting things that are pretty terrible to listen to. He is either the leader of your party, or you hold whatever the human equivalent of mating fondness for him is.
Oh.
Yeah, I got him this really cool bunny for his birthday, and it's really nicely knitted and everything, because I am basically in love with him. You are right.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm sure John knows it's because I am really thoughtful, and I bet he really appreciates the present and would say thank you if he were here.
Okay, human courtship is definitely a strange thing, and it's sort of blowing my mind listening to this. I think I'll talk to someone else now.
Why don't you talk to John?
Maybe. When along his timeline would you recommend communicating with him?
Oh man, I don't know. Why don't you pick the time that will make the most complicated mess out of everything imaginable? You know, that's what you're gonna do anyway.
Considering that you're obviously not that smart and basically understand whipping bug-winged fuck all about even the most elementary temporal mechanisms, I'm a bit perplexed as to why I find myself so vehemently fondling the short end of the antagonism stick here. Kind of irritating. I'm going to talk to your comrades, this John human, and figure out what's going on.
Okay, if you talk to him to the past, he'll understand even less of bug you up to fuck all of that time, and he'll be confused. So maybe pay something from this conversation to him? I don't know. And if you talk to him in the future, he'll probably know all this stuff, like things you said to him but haven't said yet. And then you'll be confused. Sorry, that's just how this works. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Consider me fully briefed on the matter. Until next time, Rose. Next time in the past.
Yeah, bye.
GA began trolling twin Armageddons.
Who's this?
I don't. Who do you want him to be?
Oh my god.
I can be him if you want. I don't give a shit.
So wait, is this the... Who is this?
What do you mean? This is GA. That's what the
The blind
GC.
one?
That's GC. That's the horn of the fucking of AT. We don't know who that is.
Okay, well...
I can be TA. I can talk with a lisp.
Oh, is this person have a lisp?
I mean, look at the fucking text, Kevin. You tell me. I know I just gave him the Homestar Runner voice when I read this the first time through.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, okay, you can do this one.
Okay. They're not as frequent of a speaking role as the rest of the ones we've taken.
I used to have a lisp.
I used to be unable to say R's as a young Bab.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not too busy still setting up the network, perhaps you could come show me how to activate the viewport. I am in fact too busy still... What the fuck? My brain's breaking. I'm in fact too busy still setting it up. Well, here's an idea. Press F1. My keyboard is missing the F1 key. Lies. Don't bother me. I'm not in the mood. If I see one more snarl of wires kind of jutting out and being tangled or whatever, I'm gonna perform some sort of athletic fucking somersault off the deep end and get a call from the president or some shit. So go away. You used to like to talk more. If I recall, I was typically the one who would solicit repries from your nonsense. So I don't know what happened. That was before I knew we were all gonna die, and no one believed me, and now look at you all, and believe in me suddenly, uncanny. Then why are you doing this, setting up these stations for us? To get you all off my bulge about it. But I won't troll any of them personally, no way, kinda juvenile. But you guys go knock yourselves out, but okay. See the menu up top? Fiddle around with it till you open the viewport. I did fiddle with it, to no avail. If you can't figure out shit out by fucking around, you don't belong to computers. Kinda like with unregistered sex offenders in schools. If you move to a new town, you have to go up to your neighbor's door and warn them about how stupid you are, and give them a chance to hide all their innocent technology and vandalize your house.
What? I'm glad you took that character.
F1.
I'm always willing to take the bad ones.
F1.
Rose and Dave. Shut up and jam. Jam!
Why is there a dream Cal? Cal was a puppet.
Don't worry about it.
Is that just Is that just Dream Dave's bro?
No, don't worry about it.
Can we?
We're jamming, Gavin. We're jamming, right, April?
Yeah, jamming. Dave wait.
This is technically Gavin.
Kevin, this is you.
Dave shows you some of his sweet gear. Wow, he is so cool. First, be the pony. Second, follow mom. You are now the... You stand outside some ruins with your beloved master's mother entered recently. Outside, you find a striking scarcity of cats or greenery or anything at all that is delicious to chew on.
Oats.
Similar words. This is as compelling as a reason as any to follow her inside. It looks like cats!
Yeah.
That's
Maple
just
Hoof.
oats.
And
S-Ride.
what? Why is S right again?
Yo, it's Maple Hoof.
You guys fucked up giving me the power in this situation.
Nay.
I gotta start an S-Ride counter.
Please no. Who's the pony?
Maple Hoof.
But we're not reading.
No, Rose became Maple Hoof.
Okay, I guess I guess. You go into the ruins, your clopping hoofs echo throughout the carnivorous and foreboding environment. But you're too stupid to be nervous. Your powerful snout detects the scent of Rose's mom. She went this way. Follow scent.
Hey.
Good grief, look at all this grist. A large and terrible monster must surely have been slain here.
Oh god. That's some big grist.
Oh god.
Well, we did see Rose's mom, like, fucking blow up a giant in Jack Ascend.
Did we? That
Yes.
was Rose's mom? I thought we saw...
We
Jack's-
saw Rose's mom, John's dad, and Dave's bro all beating the shit out of people.
I didn't see Rose's mom out of those. I saw the others.
That was
Why
the
are
first
they...
one.
Why are those three so badass?
Well, we already knew that John's dad can apparently fucking lift a metal safe with ease.
I mean, yes, but... And bro, but why? Why are they all descendants of... What does Jade have? I don't know. Jade's just kind of the odd one out.
Jade has a dead grandfather that we saw alive and a god dog. I don't know what you want from her. Did you forget that her dog caught a bullet?
Fair. Also, look at all this grist, my goodness.
It's a lot of kinds of grits.
You pick up all the grist and store it in Rose's grist cache. This is entirely too much grist of too many exotic types for such a low-level player, but you take it. You don't look like a gift horse in a mouth in the pink heart tattoo. The grift overflow is gathered by the grist gutter utility supplied by Grist Torrent. It is stored and gradually redirected to other players.
So I'm a fan of fucking Adam.
I like the brown blob the best. You know, the brown blob.
I'm a fan of this.
Rose's mom stands on a small platform and disappears. You're a little nervous about the transportalizing yourself. As a quadruped, gristly bisection strikes you as a very real possibility, even though you're too dumb to think of such things.
First, be the hat. Second, find Dad. Rose stops being the pony just in time for John to start being the hat. The breeze carries you to where you need to go. You settle in front of a man in sore need of a fresh hat. He gathers the clean hat along with a shoe he found similarly serendipitous means to replace one he lost.
All right, Colonel Sassacre.
You visit Rose's alchemiter. You decide to try out the code Dave Sprite gave you. Make item. This thing is huge and costs 500,000 pieces of build grist, garnets, diamonds, and gold, and a single piece of quartz. There's no way you can make that, let alone wield it, even with your ghost glove. Shrink it down. You use the alchemiter's scaling upgrade to reduce it to a more manageable and affordable size. You make a weapon called Fear No Anvil. Pester Dave Sprite. So what is this? The thing the code made?
Really powerful hammer.
How do you know? I thought you couldn't use hammers.
I can't. It better be, though. Got it from Hephaestus.
Who's that?
Really tough to kill, dude.
You killed him for it?
Nope.
How'd you get it then?
Shenanigans.
Okay.
Check out Dave's computer. It seems you have a visitor.
Oh, look, Hephaestus. TA, fix GA's computer. There's nothing to fix. Just gotta open the viewport. It's easy.
Is it literally just clicking a button?
Evidently. As I said, I see a lot of myself in GA.
Examine laptop. Someone has been using your Pesterchum account, and you somehow doubt the culprit was this young upright amphibian presently throwing a fit. Go find. Why is there an amphibian?
Because that's
John's
Casey!
daughter.
Why did John drop Casey?
Because it's too dangerous out there for a young salamander.
I guess. Go find John. You hurry to the door so you can catch John before he goes gallivanting off somewhere. But seems your door is ajar. Funnily, you don't remember leaving your door ajar, even though it's sort of absurd for you to take note of such a thing, considering John recently left your room. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You will now proceed through this door uneventfully. You got dumped on the bucket by a head full of hellacious blue phlegm aneurysm gushers, as a thoughtful but mischievous thank you gesture from John. Your prankster's gambit plunges to an all-time low. You cannot help but defeat Egbert in the plank-off. He is simply the best there is.
He sure is.
I don't know why I can't talk or read. Equip
No, I
Trusty
can't either.
Rocket.
This is me. Equip trusty
Oh.
rocket. Carol's obviously isn't waking up anytime soon. Might as well take some time to explore and maybe stop by again later. Why, Dr. Meowgon, do you want to come along for the ride? It sure looks that way. Okay, hop aboard then. Adventure awaits.
John is
Blast
just
off.
kidnapping all of the children.
Yeah, but he dropped Casey off.
Where is he off to now? At least you have this little fellow here to keep you company. You'll name him Viceroy Bubbles Von Salamence. Damn.
Alright, Viceroy Bubbles Von Salamancer it is. Dave,
In
be
case-
the puppet! You have no idea what the hell that means. But yeah, you can kiss that obnoxious puppet goodbye. Maybe I can get a decent night's sleep. April.
Who is this?
Okay, this is the most ridiculous thing you have ever seen, but what is taking place here is almost certainly illegal. You're not sure what laws are being broken, but it is probably a lot. Follow. Explore. Oh boy. You spy a boat on the shore of one of the islands below. You wonder who could be out here rowing in the middle of the ocean. Investigate. No. Hoofprints in the sand. The mystery deepens. Enter. There are many threatening and
Chalklich!
powerful monsters. Chocolate. Aggress.
Yo, is it time for strife? Nope.
Crazy damage bomb. You stun them with the cool time powers of your awesome new hammer, and then dispatch them swiftly. Collect spoils. The good Dr. Spangler helps you gather the riches. Proceed. There's a platform over here. You guess you'll go stand on it, and oh wow, I just made you disappear. Oh boy, we're in the Vale or whatever.
That's correct. That's the right word.
Oh,
Congratulations,
no.
you're learning.
Yo, let's go. Explore lab. Now, what in the hell is going on here? Explore lab further. Now, what in the hell is going on in here? Who cares? Just ride the pony already. Yes. Fuck yes. Hell fucking yes. S-ride. But seriously, what in the hell is going on? But seriously, keep exploring. You find a sweet getup, almost as if it was tailor-made for you. How weird would that be? Put it on.
Among Us.
You equip the junior ectobiologist's lab suit. Examine nearby station. Now what in the hell is going on in here? Of course it's obvious what's going on in here. It's another one of those 4-monitored house-shaped terminal thingy. Resist urge to ride a bro's rocket board. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad justice, yo. You get this way rude municipality under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook filed for the divorce from that shit, and is now seeking custody of the hook and the shit's 2 kids. Pop a fucking wheelie. These hops are unreal. Shit this flagrant should be illegal. It probably is. But you don't care.
Prepare to depart for battlefield. You have traveled to Prospit's moon to board a shuttle headed to the battlefield. There you will find to seek the counsel of the White King. You've unwittingly been tailed by a nefarious courtyard droll from Durst.
Big PM's
Diamonds
pocket!
Droog?
No.
No, wait, Clubs Deuce.
No, it's the courtyard droll, completely separate from Club's Deuce.
No, that's definitely Clubs Deuce.
No, it's the courtyard droll.
Clubs Deuce.
Pick
Who
PM's
was-
pocket. You pilfer the White Queen's ring!
Depart. None the wiser, you board the shuttle. Next stop, Skya.
You receive an incoming message from the draconian dignitary. You tell him you got the ring, he says good, bring it to him while he waits for an update from the hegemonic brute who's been tracing the king's movements down to the battlefield. Asks if he's still wearing that ridiculous outfit. He says you don't have to anymore, by orders of the Sovereign Slayer. You say you'd still rather wear the outfit. He's got nothing to say about that.
Oh no.
Sweet catch.
Oh.
It's too late. She's gone. You'll have to remember to deliver it later somehow. The best way to remind yourself that you're carrying a ring is to put it on your finger.
Can't question. I can't
Of
argue
course,
with
that was
logic.
just an imaginary transformation since the ring doesn't work like that on humans. It was fun to pretend, though.
Meanwhile, in a timeless expanse, in the Veil of Darkness,
Somewhere, a war-weary villain rues an eternal struggle between a feuding royalty. The battlefield holds little promise for the peaceful life of a simple farmer. SWV, rise up.
Oh no.
Play this game of chess, Kevin.
Ah. Why would you do that, Spade?
Okay, for context, it's the rings for the queens and the scepters for the kings. Also, Spade Slick just kills both black royalty.
Oh, good.
Oh, but
You mean
what?
Jack Noir?
Yeah, well, or the Sovereign Slayer, as he wants to be known as now, apparently.
Yeah, I think you know, it was like, what was it? It was like
No, it was
Jacuvar squatted.
No, it was the Sovereign Slayer.
Okay, so he killed both right royalty, but
He killed both black royalty.
both black royalty, but and destroyed the white. No, is this the White King's staff or the Black King's staff?
That's the Black
Which one was
King's
destroyed?
staff.
The Right King's staff was destroyed.
Correct. PM got the other crown, but the White King got ambushed.
but the White King is still a... There are a lot of events going on, and it's very difficult to follow how each event relates to the others. Yeah. You would love the 999
Also, we
series.
finally get the reason why all the fucking exiles keep referring to their skin as carapace. It's because they're literally fucking chess pieces. They're chess pieces.
And
which is why I'm now gonna just refer to all the Prospect and Durst people as Carapacians now, because that's what their name is.
Okay. Alchemized a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Also, WV just kind of like Viva la Revolution to everyone in like a minute. Because he's cool like that.
Did he?
Yeah, did you not watch the last fucking Flash 856?
I did, but it was very hard to follow. As far as I'm aware, he had nothing really to do with it. He didn't commit any murders.
We're watching this again because Gavin needs to watch things.
I am scared
I'm
about
having trouble following what's going on.
No, this is one of the harder Flashes to follow that in my experience, so I'll rewatch it.
I'm scared of what's going to happen to Skaya when we get Jades.
Listen, I will replay any Flash if you ask. I've watched them plenty of times. My friend is demanding I narrate and explain. I think
that's a good idea.
I think it's... So Skaya prototypes and gets bigger with every successful prototype in entering. And obviously you have the two sides at war, because that's how chess works. And you have WV, war-weary villain, on his farm, getting pissed off, which is why he hates kings. Because he had a whole rant about how kings suck when we met him. Because the war literally burned his home down. Jack Noir, post-killing Black Queen, goes down to find the kings. He ordered HB, which is Hearts, Boxcars, or Hegemonic Brute, whichever you want to fucking call him, to find the White King and deal with him. PM also is dealing with the White King and getting his crown. WV unites both sides and turns them against the Black King.
How does he do that?
Because he's cool. Jack breaks the Black King's staff and kills the Black King. The White King's staff falls off a cliff.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. And the scepters have the world inside the
scepters have like a Skaya inside them, and also are how the kings transform. As opposed
the scepters have this world inside of them that they persist on. That's not confusing.
I think it's more of a metaphor.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, sure. Alchemize a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Shit, let's be Santa.
Oh.
Shit, let's be Santa. Great boots. Fuck. Come on, son. Fuck, who would even make these conch suck boots anyway? Immigrants? Bimp. And the night before Christmas, and all through then house, not a creature. God bless us, everybody.
What? Combine hub and the laptop.
I think they know that villain is French for peasant and not villain, because it's not spelled villain. So my friend is telling me.
Yeah, I assumed it was some sort of weird word for peasant.
It's a French word for peasant.
You think I took French? I did, but I didn't learn that word. But I mean, I did notice it was spelled differently, and I was like, yeah, that's Homestuck, all right.
No, he's not like he's not villain as in evil man. He's villain as in peasant.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't a villain as in pet.
Kevin, you better combine the hub and laptop,
Yes,
otherwise we're
evil.
I
F-riding.
said that 3 times already.
No, we were being
Nay.
Santa. Nay.
You make the hub top. That one was pretty obvious. Combine bronzed vacuum and umbrella. Bronzed vacuumbrella. You make the bronzed vacuumbrella. Useless, but you're still getting warmed up. Combine salamander and algae. Casey, no! You make a huggable soft salamander plush. You award it to the viceroy on account of good behavior. What? Okay, so
Well, yeah, because this doesn't, like, steal the items. You just captcha-log them and then you make a new item. Like, you don't erase the originals.
I guess.
You just
Combine
combine
ink-
the properties.
Fair. Combine ink bottle and gushers. New fruit gushers. Bodelicious black liquid sorrow. You make a box of Bodelicious black liquid sorrow gushers.
It's
Another-
bodacious, Captain.
What did I say?
Bodelicious.
Bodelicious.
Close enough. Another crocker nightmare rears its ugly head. The ink reverses the healing properties of the blue phlegm. These are pure poison. Combine hub top and hairband. You make the hub top band, a convenient hands-free computing device. What was the hub part?
The hub top. I think
Yes,
it was
no.
I don't. That was the first one that you read 3 times, Gavin.
Yes,
Oh,
but
it's
what
one
is...
of the it's one of the things from the fucking like science lab.
Okay. What science lab?
There was a whole thing before Rose entered where she was in a science
Oh,
lab.
right, that. Look, there's 1,600 plus pages to remember.
Yeah.
Combine magnetic W and
1,800.
bottle of vodka. Make a bottle of magnetic vodka. In addition to having high alcohol content, the liquid appears inside to have magnetic properties. You guessed it could be useful.
Magnetic vodka.
Vodka. Combine wizard statue and ball of yarn. You make a ball of silken wizard beard yarn with magnetic properties.
Magnetic.
It has magical properties because it is made of a wizard. It's made of a wizard. That's a statement. Maybe you can make something with magical properties that is more useful than this. Combine wizard statue and knitting needles. You make a pair of needle wands. They crackle with the magic energies. It's time to make something cool to wear. Combine knittings and velvet pillow and squiddle shirt. You make a stylish velvet squiddle net dress. Combine needle wands and grimoire. You make the thorns of oak cloth. The needles seem to shiver with the dark desires of the deep one. Any sane adventurer cast these instruments into the furthest ring and forget they ever existed. Man, Rose, you certainly had a time.
John had one too. He made the Crosby top.
And it did not last long.
Yeah, it died in the immediate next flash. What do you mean? Oh.
I can't wait for the other two to have their time. Agree for encroaching malefactors. Welcome to the party.
Build!
I see why she's the witch of space.
She's not. Jade is.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Rose is the seer of light.
Right, yes, the seer of light.
Worshipping dark gods as you do. You take advantage of Dave's nap to make some architectural headway on his building. You're really proud of your floor pan. It is so cool. Speaking of naps, you've been asleep for some time yourself. You suppose you better wake up soon. But then your neighbor in the other tower is supposed to be waking up soon too, and it sure would be a shame if you weren't around to greet him. Wake up and jam. And by jam, you mean alchemize, of course. Whoa, your house is huge suddenly. Anyway, let's get this party started.
Oh, Dave goes already, okay.
Combine sunglasses and iPhone. You know what the funny part...
What?
I like the game kind of like, or the comic kind of like skips around in terms of Dave's entrance. I think Dave entered off screen.
Entered what?
The medium.
Where? Oh,
There's imps.
I guess.
I mean, we do see Dave enter at one point. Because, you know, it kind of ended with him climbing up a fucking magnet tower, like fucking service tower to get a fucking bird egg. But, you know, it kind of just skips around, and I always forget it does that. Combine sunglasses and iPhone. You make a pair of eye shades. This one was really obvious because Future Dave had a pair, but he took them with him when he prototyped himself. But now you have a pair too, so that's cool. Combine timetables and computer. You make the turn top. Convenient computing on the go. Sort of like you have with your eye shades, but with all of your important files and apps on there. Not to mention Spurb. Plus, maybe it has some weird time powers. You have no idea. You'll mess with it later. Combine Puppet Tux plus Smuppet. You upgrade the Puppet Tux Future Dave made. He probably made it by combining one of your bro's badass marionette suits with your shirt and scaling it up to fit. That's how you would have made it anyway. You add a Smuppet to the mix and make a softer and more stylish red plush Puppet Tux. It is like walking around in snuggly pajamas. Action pajamas. Combine Broken Khaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. You combine a couple more items you get from Future Dave's loot stash. The broken form of Khaled Scratch and some Ruby Contraband, whatever the hell this is. The resulting item costs a fortune. You have no idea what it is. We need a million question mark.
Good.
Preview item with holopad. You momentarily reconfigure your Alchemiter upgrades to make use of the holopad extension. You pop the card into the slot and check it out. The combination would produce the Broken Scarlet Ribitar. Combine Whole Khaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. Out of curiosity, you try it again with a whole sword. You dial back Khaled Scratch's little turntable, rewinding the sword to a point in its history before it was broken. You then combine it with the Red Frogs thingy to show the complete Scarlet Ribitar. But there's no way you can afford to make that yet. It costs even more now. Maybe you'll stick to combining items around your house for now, rather than stuff from your future Silodex. It'll be less confusing that way, and probably less expensive. Combine Shitty Sword and Hella Jeff Drawing.
Oh no.
You use one of your bro's really shitty swords from the fridge and print out a Hella Jeff to make a sword. This thing is so unspeakably shitty, you're having a hard time even holding it. Come on! Combine Snoop Dogg photo and Mini AC and Khaled Scratch. You make the Snoop Dogg snow cone machine. When foes drop it like it's hot, just turn up the biz sizzle nozzle so they chislax faux rizzle. Combine skateboard and Hella Jeff drawing. You make Unreal Air. And there it goes. It is ridiculous what kind of air this thing is getting. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this out. Yeah, it's not coming back. Make another one. You just make another one. You quickly stash it on a card so it can't escape from above. Dave, combine Game Bro magazine and timetables. Exclusive bro strategies. The hottest secrets. Challenger thumbs to the maximum. Outrageous video stumps at your fingertip. You turn back the clock and make a vintage Game Bro. You think you remember this one from your bro stash. It's a classic. Combine Batarang plus Midnight Crew poster. You make a whole pile of Sudarangs because they're really cool and pretty cheap. Combine plush Puppet Tux and Midnight Crew poster. You make 4 aces suited. You aren't really sure which one you like better. The red one is softer while the black one is sort of stiff and starchy. Anyone wearing this suit is all business. Maybe you'll switch it up as your mood dictates. Combine plush Puppet Tux and felt poster. This would make the felt duds, as if you had some of whatever that green grist is. Combine Smuppet and felt poster. You make a jutting out and impudent felt plush. You do an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into his heart, and he into yours. Combine Dead Things in Amber and Smuppet. You make a foam mutant Smuppet encased in amber. Now we're getting somewhere. Combine dead things in amber or Smuppet. For the sake of science, yeah, or combine them instead of and combine, you make an amber mutant Smuppet abomination. So cool. Now this is how you would make shit work. Egbert and Lalonde should take fucking notes. I like when I add swears accidentally. Combine fetus in a jar and Mr. T puppet. You make the foam fetal Mr. T in a jar. Another back-breaking victory for science. You're looking pretty chill with your new freak show entourage. The underlings all look kind of put off by it, though. You're kind of weirding them out. Combine camera and capsulog card. You make the Capturoid camera. You can use it to snap a ghost image of any object without capsulogging it. Spits it out on a brand new capsulog card every time. Could be a useful way to take a large inventory of anything you encounter without cluttering up your Sylladex. Also for grabbing codes for stuff you can't ordinarily pick up. Take a photo of self. You take one of your patented ironic cool guy self-portraits. Man, so cool. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Combine fetus in a jar and self-portrait photo. That would apparently make Dave's brain in a jar. Gross. It costs a king's ransom, though, because of course the organ is virtually inimitable. Doesn't stop you from capturoiding its hologram, though. Capturoid the hologram of your own brain. Okay, that's probably the weirdest thing you've ever done, but okay. Combine brain and Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff drawing in Capturoid camera.
This is getting out of hand very
The Sweet Bro and Hella Jeffifier costs -1,000. You make the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeffifier. Finally, something useful. It costs you -1,000 units of artifact risk. Dave, try it out. Snap. Sweet Bro and Hella Bro, where'd you go? I was just gonna show you my chops. Dude, are those wings? Time to fly up away into the sun, you fucking piece of garbage. Okay. The only thing that's left to really do is watch that asshole fall. Looks like it automatically prints out a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic in some way related to whatever you take a picture of. This should save you a lot of time. Specifically the 5 minutes it takes you to draw a comic. You're a busy guy.
Oh my god.
Dave, make copies of Rose's journals. Can't forget the most important thing you came up here to make. Gotta be getting your snoop on. Dave, take a look. One book is titled Meow, the other is titled Complacency of the Learned. Gee, you wonder what could be a meow. Read it. Kevin, you're up.
Meow meow well yo 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 meow meow you yes.
To no surprise at all, this book is full of more meow letters. Looks like Rose is totally nuts. What else is new? You guys have tried the other book? Looked like it's some sort of creative writing project. Read Complacency of the Learned. You have fun, Kevin.
Freakishly bothered his beard. It is unkinking. It as if unkinking.
Kevin, do you want me to read Complacency of the Learned? It's the most inscrutable thing in the entire comic.
No, I
Okay.
will read this.
Okay.
A long silk windsock, a more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference of history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves in their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity, even if they didn't do it all the time. Standing in line at the bank, shooing squirrels from bird feeders, few occasions were safe. Zazarpan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in his courageous old man palms. It was a human bone, striking in the tail like it had been alone so much that it had told by the thousands like it festooned the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of the decadent dessert, like one of Snarney's formidable custard trifles, wobbled on wheels for the holiday, to the dismay of a small nation. You're certain of this? Asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was in fact immersed in meaningful contemplation. I am afraid I'm becoming more so at each double trick tech groused by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck. In case it wasn't clear, Friggish Roar Clock Zasserpan didn't care for. It was magic. The massacre of Sirs Gnelf was not as written. Yo, Gnelf. I learned that word in my cranium game.
Of course he did, Kevin.
What has you convinced it was the hand of our disciples in this blackness? As Executus chimed in. I believe a fat face stammered, eyes darting with the guilt of a thief in the throes of an unraveling alibi. I can summon a more pressing line of inquiry. No, Smarty. Nobody was in the mood for sticky buntalove just now. Zasserpan's ears fell insubstantially to any line of inquiry, pastel-oriented or otherwise. His abstruse contour carved a pondering shape in the far coppited centuries dead. His 11 contemporaries, too, embraced the muted constellation of the great precedented Spaller. Few wizards kept sharper, sharper Adumbravid.
Don't ask me, man. Adumbratives.
Adumbratives,
I guess.
or read them with such lucidity when Zasserpan treated men with silence. It was seldom unrepaid by the wise and reasonable alike. It was harrowing to entertain. Zasserpan the learned, storied complacency of wizards was marked for grander descendants. Disciples handpicked, fetid by the Oct of the bona fide, and tested by the Gastril the munificent. The 12 sweetest, most studious children a pair of elderly eyes could ever give their sparkle. Not the ragged gutter snipe, so oft harvested by the common obscenity. These vituperative little beggars, with hearts to corrupt as dropped beans bananas. These that
dropped
chosen...
beans bananas.
That these chosen youngsters returned was not merely unthinkable, but something of a roundhouse to the temporal bones of the upper indifference's high chamber of soft-skull prophets. His wisdom savage brow pruned further with recount of his many lessons to would-be successors, lessons to advance humanity's elucidation and prosperity, an outcome this bleak trial, now painfully abbreviated. There were a few puzzles the learned could not suspend and dissect in this recondite manifold beneath his extremely expensive pointy hat, daring to pitch his cherished pupils in with the foul melange of history's rogues. The hereto abstract scourge that built up civilization with ungodly magic and tore them down with joyful malice would prove an intellectually trespass to make his calcium-deficient bones quake. And more daring yet was the only question that now mattered. Could a bunch of bearded, scraggly old men in preposterous outfits hunt them down? He didn't have an answer, only a simple observation so blunt and uncharacteristically jejune for the lauded sage. It was breathtaking in its self-evidency. We're going to need more wands. Wow, think of something better.
This wizard story seems really involved and kind of confusing. You'll have to save your place and dig into it later, and then maybe ask Rose what the hell the deal with it is. You'll get a bookmark. You return to your room in search of a bookmark. Alright, finally a use for that pointless juice-stained beta that will never serve any purpose, past or future. You drop it on the John in case you're looking for some reading material later. Check on Rose. Dave, Pester. Well, why are you burning your wizard fan fiction?
I'm not. This book contains a genetic code.
Okay, then why are you burning that?
The gods from the furthest ring ask me to.
Is that some dumb wizard thing you just made up, or something to do with tentacle monsters? I can't keep track of what you like anymore.
How did you know I wrote a story about wizards anyway?
John told me. It was all snooping around your room while you were asleep, and I was like, no man, don't. So not cool. And then he was like, haha, dude, check it out. This book is full of wizard slash. And I was like, I don't even want to know. This is such a crazy violation of privacy.
This story sounds seems suspicious.
Do you want me to chew him out about it? I will, because that was so outrageous. I don't know where he got off being like that.
No, I don't actually mind. Too bad I miss him.
I thought you hated wizards. What's the deal with that?
I like wizards. What I don't like is my mother's obsession with fragmenting to antagonize me.
Oh man, that's so messed up, that sentence you said. I don't know what the fuck that was that you think that. She probably digs wizards for real, just like you, and you're blowing shit out of proportion like pretty much always. You and she could probably have been chatting up how awesome wizards were this whole time. But no, you're probably burning your nutjob meow book to spite her too, aren't you?
No, I told you. It's one of the gene sequences locked in my subconscious. The gods say it's critical to destroy it.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a joke. When did I say that? When did they say that?
Kind of when I was asleep.
You mean when we were dancing and stuff in our dreams?
Yes, when I flew to your tower, I heard them. They're far above in the dark sky.
I've never seen or heard these things in my dreams.
Aren't you often distracted by music and puppets?
Yeah.
Have you ever looked into the sky without your shades?
No, what a ridiculous question.
You should try it sometime. You're the prince of the moon. I'm sure they've been meaning to seek a royal audience. What do all these dots mean?
Don't know. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll do that. Get some sky monsters to boss me around. Sounds cool. So, really, why are you burning that?
I just explained this to the other Dave. Do I have to explain everything to you twice now?
No, I know. I'm using Dave's spare computer. I saw the whole conversation through his Pester Chum account.
I see. So instead of having to double explain, I merely have to put up with being double spied upon. What a relief.
I just mean, you didn't burn that book in the future. That book was completely pointless.
I know, but now it's not. You appear to make it relevant by traveling to the past.
So does that mean the sleeping thing worked? You remember the future?
I remember some things.
Okay, cool. So why is the cat code so terrible now?
I don't know, but the gods were pretty emphatic about it.
Okay, I guess it's done, but why are you so sure they're right?
Have you ever known them to be wrong?
I guess not, but they sort of freak me out. I mean, listening to gross space mutants all day isn't my idea of an awesome time. Especially the ones that sing, oh god.
Is that why you're always kept the music turned up?
No, I flip out to ill jams because they kick ass, obviously.
I guess we'll chuck another riddle up in the solved column.
Yeah, case the fuck solved. Are you talking to future me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm out of the loop again. Between you taking orders from Dream Beast and Birdwing me with, like, future secrets, I'm doing some sort of spectacular fucking jackknife out the loop and getting a wink and a nod from Barack Obama. I'm coming upstairs.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Him.
It's Diamond's Droog.
True. It's actually the Draconian Dignitary, but we don't worry about that. Dave, chill with Dave Sprite. So it was pretty funny how I made a copy of Rose's evil book right before she burned it, and now she doesn't know about it. I know it's crazy what kind of foresight this guy has. I'm telling you, coincidences like that are unreal. They don't even happen most of the time. The best thing about how I did that and how it in no way will ever come back to bite us in the ass ever. Dude, our shit is safe. So safe. Gonna sleep pretty sound tonight with that big fucking payload of safety you just dropped on us. Gonna be all hugging my pillow and shit, grinning like a goddamn bear full of honey. Safer than some Flintstones vitamins in a bottle. Keep twisting Junior, all you get is clicks. Asshole thinks it's candy, doesn't even know he stepped on a security rake and got a face full of fucking safety. Yeah, anyway, I guess I'll go back down and burn that book. Alright. Go back in time and stop the thief. It looks like you already tried that. Whoever took those books was a pretty cold-blooded dude. You figure you'll cool it on the time travel for a while. Don't want to see the Dave corpses start to pile up, especially if one of them winds up being you. Throw yourself out the window.
So, Dave past Dave can travel through time, apparently.
Yeah, of course he can. He got the turntables.
I guess, yeah. I didn't know he knew how to use them.
I'm sure he fucking figured it out. It's an inherent element to him.
Yes.
Throw yourself out the window. You ditch the body before Jade sees it. That would probably freak her out.
Press a button on the control panel. You push one of the nearby buttons and activates the upper right monitor. The view is locked on a particular location on Earth at a particular date and time. Whoever's in this lab appears to have recently calibrated the device. Examine monitor. The monitor displays a town on the west coast of the United States. It appears to be your old neighborhood, but there is a factory there you do not recognize. The date is December 1st, 1995, a few months before you were born. Zoom in. An old woman is escorted by her son on a lovely day. A target has been locked over the gentleman's mother. A meteor overhead looms unnoticed.
Cracker!
They witness the destruction of the facility. Collateral damage to the corporation owned by a written-down billionaire explorer. A mystery begins. Press the blue button. Oh, good. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the one you recognize to be your grandmother. The ghost sludge is sucked into a glass tube. Switch 4. You switch to the monitor displaying a view of a remote island in the Pacific on December 3rd, 1995. Zoom in. A renowned billionaire explorer approaches on his yacht. An old factory lost 2 days prior, but a new shipmate gained. Together, they settle the island and plunder its secrets.
So is Jade just like 2 years older than them?
No.
The others?
No, that's just what babies look like.
Oh, is it now?
A meteor overhead streaks unnoticed, head towards an unseasonably warm city in the central United States. Press blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the man you spotted in the ghost sludge is collected. Switch 3. You switch to a view of an unseasonably warm city in the central United States on December 4th, 1995. Zoom in. An outrageously
Doesn't
awesome
look a day
dude
younger.
stands before a creator where his favorite record shop stood 1 day prior. He is prepared for the occasion with a small pair of outrageously awesome shades. A meteor overhead races unnoticed, headed to a lake near laboratory on the east coast of the United States. No aquatic life would survive. Press blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the outrageously awesome dude. The sludge is allocated to one of another pair of tubes. Switch to... You switch again to a view of your neighborhood on April 13th, 1996. It is the day of your birth. There is more real estate that you do not recognize through the recently devastated baked goods facility. It is a shopping mall you have never seen before. Zoom in. A professional lady in new weather has traveled from the opposite coast at the behest of a famous and wealthy scientist who studied one of the numerous recent celestial anomalies while he's on expedition. She notices a meteor overhead, on collision course with a quaint family joke shop. A distinguished gentleman notices the lady and comes outside to greet her, oblivious to the threat above. The gentleman's mother remains inside, busying herself with a tall bookshelf, a ladder, and a rather hefty unabridged joke book.
Sassacre!
An old mother lost today, but a new son gained.
Oh, is that how Nana died?
The gentleman discovers a clue. A powerful nose detects perfume. The lady has fled. The mystery deepens. But the monitor has not lost track of the lady. Press blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the professional lady. The sludge fills the final tube. Once all the tubes are filled, an automated sequence begins to execute.
Oh,
4 young paradox clones are created.
that doesn't sound like a good idea.
There's one more button to push. Ectobiology sure does involve a lot of button pushing. At least it does when you're a junior ectobiologist. Your loyal assistant, Dr. Meowgon, is all over this one. One pair of tubes empties the sludge into the chamber below. The other pair does as well. Another sequence is activated. Good. I'm glad we have
Oh,
two babies of the kids.
No,
Oh, God.
no,
Oh,
no.
God.
We have a
No.
baby of the Guardians and a baby
Oh,
of the
God.
kids.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
Rose's
Oh, no.
Rose's mom, Jake's grandpa, John's grandma, Dave's bro, Dave, John, Jade, Rose.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
I thought it was them, but like,
Nope. It's their.
with different parents.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Scale Echo Ladder. You start up your Echo Ladder to claim the coveted, if difficult to pronounce wrong, Ectobiello babysitter. Your ladder is absolutely hemorrhaging the boon dollar. Just what your pork hollow's fat ass needs. You surpass 1 billion boon dollars and trade them all in for a single whopping boon buck. This is, of course, going directly into the college fund for these youngsters. Sure as heavy, into the hollow it goes.
Our poor piggy bank.
Navigating the veil nearby.
An old man has much to do before he returns to Earth, dies, gets stuck by his adopted yet biological granddaughter/granddaughter, and stuck in front of a fireplace. Taking priority at the moment is shipping 2 passengers long overdue for a reunion. Wallet.
Troll John. See, this is a case in point. What point? The point I was just making about the ultimate riddle, you blithering, feculent shithole. Okay, that's your cue to laugh at me some more, I guess. Because you seem to really get off whenever I flame you. Humans are deranged. Oh man, I'm mostly getting closer to the conversations where you're trolling me harder. This is pretty exciting. I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve. You see what I mean? Fuck you about that. Anyway, you were making a point about the ultimate riddle, dude. Yes, I was, and I'm losing my train of thought, dipshit. Nope, we never talked about it. Yet. Oh, hell, that's right. Damn it, I guess this is going to be confusing. Oh, you're starting to figure that out now. See, I kind of painted myself into a corner. I started trolling you at the end, just before the rift, and then jumped back a little. And now I guess I've become railroaded into working backwards here. And I also want to do some sort of dumb schizophrenic hopping around like the others. Oh my god, I know, you've already told me like 1,000,000 times. I have? Wow, I can't wait for all these amazing conversations to take place. It's going to be like that human vacation with the...
With the...
Sorry.
With the... giant red chimney asshole up in here. You know, the one where a bunch of moaning nuke suckers sing at a little pine tree, I think. Man, I've got to say, I'm a little disappointed by this masterful troll on your right. I was bragging? Why would I bother with that sort of pedantic human horse shit? Maybe you should have considered that I was bragging to get your hopes up in the future, only to let you down, and thus troll you masterfully in that respect. Maybe, but that would be pretty weak too. Your brutal human calcium-based skull is what is weak, and if you and I were in the proximity of a blunt instrument, I wouldn't have much trouble proving it. Whatever. So that was the case in point you were making anyway. I was scrolling back and noticed you were in the veil. Whoa, I am? Yeah, dum-dum. You're tumbling down on a big goddamn meteor, and you just create younger versions of yourselves in your audience. Probably been mucking around with that thing like a doofus. Wait, these are baby versions of us? So clueless. What did you think you were doing there anyway? Well, I saw footage of my Nana and some other people who I'm pretty sure were like Jade's grandpa and Rose's mom and stuff from a long time ago. And then there were all these little guys scurrying around, so they're like clone copies of us? No, they are literally you and your guardians, paradox clones. Huh? What do you mean they are literally us? Do they go back in time? Yeah, obviously, great Gus brain hero, but technically they aren't even sent back in time because with respect to the medium, your universe's timeline is... Seriously, why would it give a crap about Earth's past or future or whatever? From its perspective, it's just a bunch of points to choose from, just like a chronology is from our perspective. But I guess that's a bunch of semantics. With respect to your personal chronology, yeah, they go back in time. A paradox clone is by definition a correctly cloned duplicate that will inevitably go back in time and become the original target that was cloned. If it's a malformed clone, it's just a meaningless mutant that has no bearing on the stable continuum. I don't see any tentacles or extra eyeballs or bone bulges, so these gross little things are all you guys waiting to go to Earth and grow up and become the insipid bunch of grub-fisted douchebags you all are now. And this was the point I was trying to make about the ultimate riddle. What is riddle anyway? Maybe I can guess. I'm good at riddles. Think again, ignoramus. It's not even that great or even much of a riddle at all. In the course of your adventure, you would encounter all of these fragments of like weird poems and shit. You find them along your quests with clues and stuff buried in them that help you solve puzzles and move huge stone columns and make staircases appear and lots of nonsense like that. And it's all masked in this flowery sort of frothy poetic jackassery that nobody really cares about, and I sure as hell don't care about spoiling it for you. But all these lofty symbolic illusions boil down to some grander statement about what you can see happening here. That you are always the key to seeing your own existence through the game, and any hope that could have played out differently on this, that you would have avoided this whole mess was always just a ruse. A distraction, perhaps. What? Never mind. Because if it didn't go down this way, then how were you even born? Get it? Which is essentially pathetic, since Paradox Face apparently went to all this trouble to make you just to have you fail and die. Really, there's nothing more tragic than these null sessions full of kids entering the game and fulfilling some cosmic destiny shit just to get wiped out and leave behind an empty, pointless insipisphere for all eternity. Actually, it's sort of hilarious. Or it would be if it didn't affect me personally. But anyway, there's a lot more to the riddle than just that, like when we were just talking about last time we talked. But that's sort of the gist of the themes it deals with. Okay. Well, if I wrote into some salamanders who tell me all about this riddle and get really excited about it, I will try to act surprised. So this is sort of the same kind of thing you went through? With like being your own paradox clones and creating your own parents and stuff? Yeah. How did that even work with 12 of you? It was really fucking complicated. I'm not going to get into it. Our family structure are already way more complicated than yours, so I even get spooky time slime involved. Basically, you have nothing in common whatsoever. Except maybe this. I was the guy in your position to make all these clones, and frankly, it's all kind of freaked me the hell out. Huh. Yeah, I guess now that you mention it, I am finding it all a little strange. Oh, but only just now? Fuck, you are fast. I hope you get the mad boombucks to pay off those speeding tickets. No, I mean, the ghost stuff and paradoxes are one thing. It's something else. This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally as humans hatch from like these slimy pods, then we wriggle out as a little pink larva. Oh, really? Huh, maybe we have more in common than I thought. Maybe those really are mutant clones and they aren't going to back to seed your planet? Sure? Hell, I'm confused now. Not that I give a shit about you and your pointless, awful lives. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you get back to me in a few minutes? I mean, like a few minutes of my time, not yours. All these little pink monkeys are getting way out of line, and I have to tend to them. If you message me in a couple minutes, we can continue conversing in the same linear fashion for a change. Okay. And then after that, you can keep going backwards, and then make fun of me riding my little red rocket. You can tell me I look like a silly little paradox clone fresh out of my slime tube, and this is all just a big nursery time recess jamboree. That would burn me good. Okay, that is pretty good. But I can't use it because you said it, and then later, i.e. right now, you would get the satisfaction of knowing you were the one to come up with that burn. See, you're dealing with a pro. You can't out-troll me, so just forget about it and stop trying.
Okay, so... Well, John is chaotic neutral.
Tend to little pink monkeys.
Me when I tend the little pink monkeys.
Also,
What?
Does that mean that they were all adopted?
Okay. I don't really remember when Homestuck explains this, but I feel I can probably just explain it as it stands. Let me go back a couple things here to find which tubes everyone goes in, because I need to check something quickly, because I'm smart. Okay. Nana goes in the left. And so does Jade's grandpa, and then the other two go on the right. So, okay, so what it is, the four Guardians, despite being, time paradox clones, are all unrelated. But what is the case here is that when he presses the other button, the two vats where the left-hand side are John and Jade's parents over here, and the other side is the Durst kids. Those create John, Jade, Dave, and Rose. So all the parents are unrelated, but John and Jade and Dave and Rose are related genetically.
I mean, I gather, and that's why. But wait, why are the two on the right from Durst? Hold up.
Well, it's Rose's and Dave's, and those are the two Durst kids. What do you mean?
Oh,
that was just how I didn't feel like saying Rose and Dave.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, okay, yes, okay.
So.
I mean, I gathered
but in a way, they are all kind of adopted, but not really.
So, John's parents.
John's parents are his grandmother and Jade's grandfather, correct?
So John and Jade are siblings.
So John's father is his brother because his father is his grandmother's son.
Oh my god.
John was adopted by his brother after killing his mother, who he refers to as his grandfather. What is the problem?
Wait, John killed Nana?
Well, a meteor killed her.
But I missed the memo where John summoned the meteor.
Well, he did. Well, it said a mother lost, but a son gained.
Oh my god. And then who were the other two?
So Rose's mom and Dave's brother are Rose and Dave's mother and father.
This is so dumb.
Mother and Dave.
So Dave's brother is his father, but he just refers to him as his brother.
Did Dave never question where his parents are?
None of them ever question why the fuck they only had one family figure, and it doesn't always make sense. I don't know. You just gotta let that one go, I'll be honest.
Oh my god, this is the most screwed up family situation ever.
Anyway, let me get back to where we were.
They're scrambling all over the place. They appear to be preoccupied with some of the objects littered around the lab. At least it is keeping them busy. Get trolled by CG again. Why did I take this one?
I warned you.
This is terrible.
He literally has the most dialogue in the comic.
Which wouldn't be that bad if it weren't that he keeps talking to John.
To be
Does
fair,
CG... How does this random troll seriously have the most dialogue? I find that...
Kevin, I assure you he has the most dialogue in the comic.
Okay, it's a few minutes later. Look how sane and linear we're being. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Now fuck you and goodbye. Wait. What? I was just looking at all these rascals, and I was wondering, how do they go back in time and become us? Does that have something to do with the reckoning? How do you know about that? You told me. We had this great dare going to say who could be the least helpful and informative. And you totally lost, dude. You were hella helpful. I was obviously just spiting your stupid, pointless human dare. What is a dare anyway? It's nothing. Someone says do something, and then, oh, laugh, laugh, you lose if you don't do it. That isn't anything that deserves a word. We don't even have a word for dare in our language. The closest approximation would be worthless fucking bullshit waste of time for silly little children. Oh, wow. Is that the title of a movie, too? Yes, it's the title of every dumb movie you ever liked. That isn't even true and doesn't make sense. Anyway, how could we have done a dare if I'm moving backwards on your timeline? You would dare me to do something, then I would do it next time, but then you wouldn't even remember the dare because we didn't make it yet? That's what isn't true and doesn't make sense, you dumb bag of puke. Damp bag of puke. Well, yeah, the dare never happened. I was joking around and made that up to give you a hard time. You have sounding stupid down to such a science. Where's your lab coat and test tubes, Dr. Brain Professor? I am wearing a lab coat. Sort of. You look like an elf. That's bullshit. You look like you should be blowing into a funny little shell and up for a silly cookie dance. Do you even have elves? Yes, let's compare which fantasy creatures that don't exist we both do or do not have. Or do or don't not have. What a great fucking idea, John. What? You also about the reckoning, so why don't we talk about that instead of all these pretty much terrible things? Okay. Yeah, so when the reckoning starts happening, all these Paradox clones get shipped off to meteors, flung through sky and defense portals, and sent back to Earth. End of story, I guess, bye. Wait, so that means we are all sort of like Superman? Yeah, I guess. Cool. You'll trace the mythological footsteps of your beloved human Superman, who's really just a muscular Caucasian alien. It's hilarious how humans worship him as a pinnacle of human heroism and virtue, but he isn't even human. Actually, it's incredibly pathetic, but also in a way kind of admirable, because it means deep down, you all must realize who your daddy is. We are bitches. Yeah, Superman is pretty cool, I guess. Did you know one time Nicolas Cage was almost going to play Superman? Oh, my throbbing phlegm lobe. Who gives a barfing fuck about that? John Egbert, you have assassinated my patience. Adios, loser. Wait. Get back to me in a couple minutes, okay? Fine.
My friend pointed out that the parents are also like weird gene clones that flew in on meteors, apparently. So probably if the kids ask, they'd be like, yeah, that's just how it works.
What? What do you mean the parents are all weird gene clones?
Would the parents know better? They also were cloned right here and sent back.
Oh,
Shred.
Right, yeah, so... Wait.
AR,
Wait,
Where
Shred.
did the genetic code come from? Is it just a time loop?
It's a time loop, yes.
So the parents aren't related to anyone. They're related to themselves.
The parents exist because they were copied from themselves, yes.
So the parents essentially gave birth to themselves.
No, the parents did not give birth to themselves. They were directly cloned from themselves.
Yeah, so it's like asexual reproduction.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Hold on.
It's cloning, Catherine.
This is...
Shred.
You're ripping up so many hellacious shreds. This nasty biz nasty is getting so deliriously rude brazen that... Okay, you lost the handle on this one. Oh my god, is that what you think it is? This thing is so completely illegal. How could this atrocity be floating out here unnoticed all the time? You're going to throw whoever's responsible into the slammer. You always called Joe the slammer when you were extra angry at crimes. Go in. There is a large elevator platform ahead. Go down. Below there is a dark, cavernous room. Near the platform is a time capsule. It has deployed a seed and waits for something to be deposited and for the clock to be set. It is all harmless enough. Still no sign of any perpetrators. Search premises. Deeper into the darkness of the room, there is some complicated lab equipment. Again, nothing particularly unusual for this jurisdiction. Examine equipment. There's a large monitor. Displayed on it is a small human girl in a fancy house. The date is April 21st, 1910. 8 days prior, the orphan girl was taken in by an aristocratic southern colonel and legendary humorist. He recovered the young lady from a crater where a bakery once stood, operated by the man's wife, a notable baked goods baroness. There is an explosion in the colonel's backyard. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. Why am I reading this?
Because you're AR.
The colonel and his new granddaughter investigate. The impact site is where a doghouse stood moments ago. It was a magnificent highly. He takes a belt from the old julep flask. He'd sooner perish himself than lose that dear animal. People would think reports of the man's death were greatly exaggerated, but they weren't. This is exactly why babies should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols.
Nana, why?
No, that's Jade's grandpa or her father, because Jade's actual grandpa is apparently Colonel Sassacre. Adoptively.
An old colonel lost, but a new brother gained. Aha, there's Haley. The youngsters adore their new guardian. Good dog, best friend. The young boy has difficulty pronouncing the name, though. Sounds more like Harley when he says it.
God. How do two infants... You know what? They're from space now, so who cares?
Wait, what two infants are these?
That's John and Jade's grandparents / parents.
That's
I
Nana
see.
and...
That's Nana and Grandpa.
Good.
And meanwhile, Colonel Sassacre was
Is
murdered
dead.
by Nana.
Was murdered by Grandpa. And then there's a
murdered by
dog. There's a funny doggy.
This is the worst.
Fast forward. 13 years later, the boy develops a taste for adventure. He and his guardian bid farewell. His sister is sad. She will be left all alone with the wicked pastry baroness. She can handle it, he tells her. He believes in her. This all seems pointless to you and immaterial to the crime that has been committed, though you do find it odd that the purifier target has been fixed over that especially stupid-looking animal. You hear the elevator platform. Someone is coming. Oh,
So
no.
how did they survive? I guess the dog. Yeah, I guess the dog must have...
No, also apparently the Baroness was still alive.
Oh! Where? What?
Because it implied that that Nana had to deal with her on her own.
It is a high-ranking agent from your kingdom. Could he be the man behind this crime? Could his intent be mutinous? You know the agent to be far too dangerous to take into custody. You hide behind some equipment and observe. He appears to be holding some notebooks. Also, what appears to be a pair of juice-stained envelopes.
God, I'm gonna die when I have to explain some of this shit coming up.
Only one of the books is useful to him. The envelopes are useless, and he couldn't make it through more than a paragraph of the other book. Some weird thing about wizards. He discards them. The spare notebook lands on the floor. The envelopes land in the seed.
So that's how Jade gets Dave's copy of the game.
Good.
Sure, that's a little contrived, but okay.
The time capsule stores the seed, and on account of some default setting, is programmed to bloom several hundred million years from now. Oh,
Okay.
this is that long in the past?
Time is relative when you're talking about the medium compared to Earthland.
Oh, that's fair.
CG said as much.
The capsule then readies a new seed. The agent approaches another device near the large monitor. Controlled by CG in sane and linear manner. Okay, I got back to you. Are you happy? Sure, I guess. You don't even know it yet, but we're about to start passing out bunnies like they're cheap cigars. It's going to be an embarrassing display. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, numbskull. Let's just have our chat, and then it can naturally occur to you to be an idiot in the due course of time. Okay. I was sort of mulling it over when looking at all these babies with guns and sitting on ponies and things, and how the reckoning takes them back. And I said our reckoning starts sooner. Yeah? Are you sure it has to start so soon? Can't we delay it? It starts in a few minutes, stupid. See that countdown clock over there? You aren't delaying anything. Oh, dang. I guess I'd better get off this meteor then. Well, I mean, it doesn't happen all at once. First some smaller meteors go, then bigger ones, spread out over like 24 hours or so. It's supposed to be like go time when it starts. Like it's time to hurry up and stop fucking around and kill a boss, get it? The rock you're on doesn't blast off right away. Too bad, because it would have spared you from making a fool of yourself in a couple minutes, and more importantly, spared me from having to watch. Okay, well you keep saying how doomed we are and how all this bad stuff happening sooner, but you never say why. What happens in our game that's different from yours that makes things go so badly? Jack Noir.
Roll credits.
Who is Jack Noir? An agent of Durst who flipped out and rose to power. He killed your back queen and king, and now he's in charge. So you didn't have him in your game? No, we did, but he was harmless. Actually, he was an ally, sort of. He settled a grudge against the queen by helping us dethrone and exile her. And then he wound up exiled himself, and sort of kept helping us through a command terminal on our old planet. He's kind of a huge asshole, though, because he took out the queen out of the picture. When we got this guy out, we only had one monarch to deal with instead of two. Of course, it was a nasty giant 12 times prototype Black King that took forever to kill, just barely in time before the biggest meteors came, but still. I see. So after he got exiled and all that, he came here into our game and caused all this trouble? No, God, Egbert, you are thicker than that hideous joke book you all around with. Try to think more abstractly. Think about video games. What's an Earth game you like to play? Name one. Crash Bandicoot. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling it's a really lame example, but that's fine, it's not the point. Let's say you play your Bandicoot and I play my Bandicoot. They are essentially the same Bandicoot, same appearance and design and behaviors. But they are still completely separate Bandicoots on separate screens. So we both have our own ass Bandicoots to ourselves, the same but different. Our Jacks are the same but different too. Same guy, different circumstances and outcomes. Our Jack trumped the queen, but got no further. Your Jack got the best of both of them, and is now something higher than a queen or a king. Like an ace? I hate this. Sure, okay. Okay, I think I get it. But how did he do that? What was different about what we did versus what you did? Frankly, I have no idea what the original thing that tipped the scale was. It is under investigation, but it doesn't really matter. The worst is yet to come for you. Oh no, what is the worst thing? Already told you. Damn it. Okay. Sorry, hold on, this little lady is bugging me about something. Yeah, you might as well get it over. Give her the lousy rabbit already. Oh man, I just had the best idea. This is so perfect. A blonde mother and daughter together. This is totally perfect. Perfect for what? Flexing your formidable mental handicap like a fucking heavyweight for the next several minutes? Oh wait, let me check. The answer is yes. It's like that scene in Con Air. I'll give her the bunny like I'm Nick Cage fresh out of the slammer. Fuck. No, I just wish I had a filthy wife beater on. Oh well. Just reunite with your loving wife and daughter.
Yes!
Oh no.
Yes!
What? Why do they already have glasses?
Because that's their genes.
The glasses are just part of them.
I like to point out what just happened here is John gave the bunny that Dave got him. He gave that to Rose, and then Rose later repurposed that into the bunny that she gave John. So.
Why is a plane with a car attached to?
Con Air! Take us there, Casey!
I don't.
Well,
I vibe with this guy.
why is Jack Noir?
It's a Con Air reference.
I vibe with CG eventually.
Here comes the guitar solo!
This is.
I love Homestuck.
This is. Oh my goodness.
I love Homestuck. End of Act 4!
What?
What? That was the end?
Well,
It'll be a few more pages.
why is there blood on his hands?
Dave, get
Whose
trolled by
hands are those?
GC.
Oh, right. Those hands. Oh, heck. GC and the CG. Dave, what's it smell like?
What?
Your blood.
Fuck off!
Dave, give it a little taste for me. Tell me what human blood tastes like. I've been so curious.
You're the annoying blind one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Dave told me about you.
God, too many Daves. It's like this big and cool party, but someone forgot to invite all the cool guys.
Man, I'm telling you, burns like that are so unreal. Where do you even get a burn that sick?
Bet you can't wait to be a useless pile of garbage all day and fall down all these burns.
No, you messed that up.
Dave, is this you? What?
Is this you, Dave? Human child is Dave.jpg. Ah. Did you try to draw shades on his face and miss? What's even the point? He's already wearing shades.
It's so perfect that this is you.
This is moronic.
Dave, tell me what your blood smells like, or I'll make another one, and now I know this hurts your feelings.
I don't know what it smells like or tastes like, but I sure as hell know what it looks like. Like a fucking symphony on my retinas. Shit is beautiful, like a little vermilion picnic on my hands. Every day I open my eyes and find poetry in even the simplest things. Just one of those little joys in life you take for granted, you know? This miraculous gift of vision.
Dave, I figured it out. Check it out. This has got to be you.
I could give myself a hernia trying to be as big a douche as that guy. I could try, but it would wind up like a motorcycle stunt gone horribly wrong. My broken body would flop and tumble around like a rag doll.
God, I can't breathe.
And yet, as much as that guy's the tooliest dude I could ever hope to meet, he and I would still get along famously, because we can both see. Just him and me having a sea party like a couple of eagle-eyed bros peeping shit up in the wee hours.
Dave, can I come to your sea party?
I guess, but you'll have to be careful not to stumble around bumping in all the gorgeous masterpieces hanging around everywhere. God's so beautiful to look at with my perfect eyesight.
Can I lick the paintings?
Yeah, that's fine.
What? This is
Jay,
the worst
get trolled by
character.
AT!
Jade, hi. Is your robot nearby? Ooh, where you can type because you are asleep.
Oh, yes, it appears so.
Oh, okay. In that case, are you having a pleasant nap?
I guess I've been pretty busy here. I've had to stay up asleep for a long time because John is supposed to wake up soon, but he just won't wake up. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be the one to wake him up, but I don't know what to do. Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was looking to see if I could see him be awake in the future. But I can't see him in his dreams or anything.
Oh, well, thanks for trying anyway.
But you will wake up soon, it looks like. So maybe this means you have success.
I hope so. What am I doing when I wake up?
Oh, goodness. There's so much going on. And there's a lot of trouble that you are in.
Oh, no!
But, oh my goodness. But what it comes down to is that you don't have much time anyway. This is your last day before you make the rift. And then I can't see what happens after that. Which is okay with me, because to be honest, seeing your whole big confusing future and past is kind of overwhelming.
Yes, I know what you mean.
It's so complicated, and I don't even know what I should be accomplishing. I think using these gadgets and things and my timeline advantages to play pranks on you.
That's how it would be fun, but you guys never even played pranks on me. You were just kind of mean.
Sorry. I think the idiotic thing about Trollian... Trollian?
That we've seen that's the name of their chat client.
Oh, okay.
We
About
saw it on
Trollian
our
is...
TA screen.
You think I was reading that?
I know. I'm just pointing it out.
Is if you use it to troll people, I think you were just as likely to get trolled yourself, and maybe even more badly, which I think is going on here, just between you and me.
Well, I know I haven't trolled you guys, or not yet.
No, but you sort of are. My friend is going crazy. He wants to talk to you. He left you a message a long time ago on your timeline to talk to him when your robot blows up.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Does it really blow up, or was that another trick?
I don't know. I can't see it blow up in your future. Not on screen. I mean, there are lots of explosions all the time. Anyway, too many explosions.
You could ask me in the future.
Or I will ask. Okay, you said yes. It did blow up, and you talked to him, and then he said he was actually a pretty nice guy, which I thought was weird.
Is he not a nice guy?
Not really.
Well, maybe he's just been through some tough times. Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt. For what it's worth, I think you're a pretty nice guy too.
Okay, thank you.
Also, you seem to be the only one who ever thinks to talk to me while I'm asleep. Why's that?
Oh, I guess that it makes sense because you have a robot to let you say things that happen on Prospect. And I'm curious because the only time I ever had fun playing this game was when I was asleep. But now all our dream selves are dead. Oh. Okay. That escalated quickly.
Dream selves can die?
Yeah.
I never knew that or even thought about it. I guess it makes sense, though.
Well, yeah, so enjoy your nap while it lasts. Bye. That escalated quickly. Ah! Rose get trolled by GA.
Hello again. Are we friends yet at this point in time? I would speculate that if we are not by now, then it is probably not to be.
Pardon?
Furthermore, which Rose have you chosen to be this time? The stupid Rose or the smart Rose?
I'm a little busy.
It sounds like you're attempting to be the smart Rose this time. Please take note of the subtle scorn underlying the selection of the word attempting. Smart Rose should get a kick out of that. Smart Rose is all about subtle scorn, isn't she?
That sounds about right.
Whereas Dumb Rose can't capitalize letters even when discussing the proper name of human monsters in Earth cinema. I think you should establish a greater commitment to a single role-playing scenario.
Honestly, I was looking forward to playing along and reading your Dumb Rose script for our next conversation. But it turned out there was a perfectly logical explanation for it all. Imagine my disappointment. Well, I imagine yours once you finally catch on.
I suddenly don't understand anything. What are you talking about?
I'd love to explain in detail and cause some sort of time paradox. But you see, and this revelation may be as startling as any, I'm a little busy.
I believe I understand. It was I who did something to provoke your scorn in a previous conversation, one which I have not had yet.
Yes, it was definitely a conclusion you just now drawn. The only thing left to do is write out on the next several conversations while you maintain that understanding, and while I maintain the chilly facade you have grown to enjoy so much from Smart Rose, which shouldn't be too difficult because, as I mentioned, I'm busy. Goodbye.
Fine. Dave, keep getting trolled by GC.
Wait, this is not me.
Oh God.
Thank God.
Yeah, you're CG, I'm GC.
Yeah.
Fucking names.
It's because
It's the same thing backwards.
It's because they're genetic. They're GCAT.
Huh?
They're all GCAT.
Hmm?
They're all genetic DNA code letters.
Oh my God.
John's original was GT before he changed it.
God. So they're all some variant on GCT and
Yeah,
CGT.
Yeah.
CGT. And what's the other one?
GCAT is the genetic
A,
code.
right, A. Oh my God.
Is
Dave.
what it is.
Dave, I finally got it.
Oh, hell.
I finally figured it out once and for all. This is you. Wait, so that means that's a limit to how many characters there can be.
Well, I've already said that there's 4 humans and 12 trolls. That's 16, which is the exact number you could get.
Well, then who has John's old handle?
John.
So that means one of the trolls doesn't use or
No, John didn't change.
John
his
counts as one of
abbreviation.
the combinations, Gavin.
Pardon?
John is GT. He just changed it.
Oh, to a different GT.
No, he changes to
Alright.
EB, which is completely out. John used to be Ghostly Trickster, and then he changed his name to try to avoid the trolls. There's still 16 people and 16 combinations.
But EB isn't one of the combinations. Okay, I thought John was using 2.
No. Anyway, this is Dave.
Back to the Future, the pinball. What?
Okay, that's pretty amazing. You gotta keep going, or I already read my next line.
No, did you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't read the laughs after. Whatever. Oh God, it is so perfect. Just 4 cool dude and his bro right there,
What a
adventuring.
4 cool dude.
4 cool dudes and his bro right there, adventuring through time and playing pinball in bro heaven together. Tell me, isn't that so perfect? That's the sound of that emote.
And speaking of which, where's my bro anyway? I haven't seen him at all since I got here. Dave Sprite doesn't know. You can see everything that goes on, right? Or like smell it or whatever. How's that even work? How do you use a computer and know what's going on? It doesn't make sense. My face doesn't make sense.
Dave, your face doesn't make... But actually, your face does make sense to my nose and my tongue.
Ew.
I'm sorry, Dave, that you will never experience the sensory bouquet that I enjoy every day, that I ensconce myself in like a warm and comfy bathrobe made of flavor and melody.
Oh, okay, so the dumbest and most far-fetched explanation imaginable. Okay, got it.
Anyway, I don't know where your bro is. As far as I can tell, you never see him again between now and the rift. Too bad he won't be around to bail you out again like he did when you entered.
Man, don't remind me about that. It's so embarrassing.
It's okay. I won't tell John about it. I know that's what you're worried about.
Okay, cool.
But look, you don't need to be upset about not having your bro to lean on anymore.
Who's upset? About time the dude gave me a little space.
Blah or whatever, Kay, you say, but that's not the point. The point is I will help you instead of Dave. Is that cool?
I guess.
I know everything that's going to happen to you. I can tell you before it happens, so you can be ready and not have to go back in time and get killed all the time and stand on a toilet looking at your own blood for 10 minutes.
Alright, so what's next?
First, you go through the gate, and when you go through, you'll be in another place in your wild cherry lava land, and you will quickly meet some friendly crocodiles, and they will try and eat you, but that is their way of being friendly. You shouldn't be scared.
Why would I be scared?
Dave, please, you are crying like a little boy. It's happening right here in front of my nose. Your tears taste delicious, kind of like something you wouldn't know about, like a troll delicacy called cotton candy.
We have cotton candy, dump ass.
I hate this character. I hate GC so much. GC's my least favorite character in this.
S. Descend.
Okay.
Just casual brother things.
God, the internet.
Oh, am I dying?
A bit.
I would rather not die during this flash because it's actually incredibly important. Hold on, let me wait a second to try to recover upload speed. Yeah, I'm dying.
This feels like this could be the end of the arc.
Well, this is
End of
literally like this is the actual end of the act. So
Yeah, I thought so.
I think I'm coming back.
Maybe, yeah.
It looks like OBS restabilized.
Looks stable to
Well, I
me.
can't. Well, okay. I'll go to like a GIF page, which don't exist
Yeah.
apparently.
You gotta right.
Extra.
That's right.
Oh, you're so true. Nay.
Okay, this looks stable.
Well, now we have to sit through S ride so I don't get like an audio mismatch. So
You can't pause it.
you cannot pause flashes now.
You could close the tab.
You wouldn't fucking dare say that to me.
You could right-click and duplicate the tab and then close it.
This is not a web browser. This is a custom program built to run Homestuck and nothing but Homestuck.
That pretends to be a web browser. Why does it let you have 500 things open?
Because it acts like a web browser. It just only does Homestuck.
God.
And it doesn't need the internet because all the Homestuck stuff that this uses is like something you download.
Oh my god.
Anyway, this is a good prelude to S Descend. Psh. I'm having fun. Nay. Are we good this time?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What is Dave doing?
Dave is trying to get the egg. This is when he entered.
Oh. So we're just going back?
Yes, we jumped back several hundred pages.
Good.
Bro slices a meteor in half.
Bro slices a meteor in half is how Dave enters. And presumably the explosion breaks the egg. Which counts vaguely.
Oh no. Peregrine. Oh no. Everyone's dead.
Except WV and PM.
Okay, so Spade Slick is the true villain. Who knew?
His name's Jack Noir.
Kids get teleported because teleporting.
Kids get teleported because the reckoning's popping up.
Whatever that is.
Cardcat CG explained it.
Not really.
When Jack uses the scepter, he activates the meteors in the furthest ring. Also, Jade's god dog is combined from Grandma's old dog and the genetic code in Rose's book, is what that just was.
Oh.
Good.
Okay, so Spade Slick just murders everyone on both planets.
Listen, we established from the intermission, Spade Slick just likes stabbing people.
But this is Jack Noir.
Well, yeah. This is actually the Sovereign Slayer.
Bro was trying to save the universe. What? What?
Let's
What?
go.
Also, I'd like to point out, Jack cut the moon off of Prospect.
Oh. robot explodes.
Dream Jade dies, the robot explodes, John wakes up.
Oh no, Dream Jade. Meteors carrying the children. Crash land on Earth.
Rose explodes her second gate for fun.
Your internet just died.
It's the end anyway.
Okay.
Did you just blow up the gate?
Rose blew up the second gate.
Why?
Who fucking knows? And Jade has a planet-sized meteor heading for the island. Day 413.
Okay, so Jack Noir destroyed.
Jack Noir's a mad lad.
Yeah, he basically is just stabbing everyone. The Exiles are the only ones who escaped the war alive. Dream Jade died in a fire.
Dream Jade died waking Dream John up.
Why did Dream Jade die but not Dream John?
Because she threw him out of the way of the giant fucking moon crashing on Skya.
Okay. So now Dream John is just kind of floating about.
Which means normal John just passed out on a meteor that's about to be sent towards the planet.
Okay, all the children got teleported onto other meteors that crash landed on Earth.
Right.
At various points in time.
Right.
How
Correct.
did the children not die in the meteor collision?
The magic of Skya.
The what?
The magic of Skya.
No, they're just the children of these days are built differently. They've got them flexible bones.
DD creates Jade's god dog by using the dog that Jade's grandpa was friends with and the code from Rose's book.
But why does Diamond's Droog do that? Sorry, Dominican's genetary.
Draconian dignitary.
Why?
Actually, it's not. It's PM and WV survive, but also we see not Club's Deuce and not Heart's Boxcars alive on the battlefield.
Oh my! This is
Next. End of Act 4.
This is confusing.
Yeah, Homestuck started.
That's Homestuck.
Homestuck started now, Gavin. The first 3 acts are prelude.
I can see that.
We're a quarter through them.
Let's go, whole quarter.
Act 4 out of 6.
This is quite the. This is yikes.
Yes, my friend's telling me that this one has a postscript. The postscript is like a couple pages if you want to do it. Rose, right? Until there's like an in between Act 4 and Act 5 that isn't an intermission and is like 10 or so pages.
Sure.
I think it's a good idea to watch it because it gives a good cliffhanger for what Act 5 starts with.
Process helper.
You actually want to read this, Gavin. Because unlike the rest of the game facts entries, this one is actually like...
This is my final entry. My co-players and I have made... I'm not going to read it in Road's voice. Have made every earnest attempt, with occasional relapse, to play this game the right way. I've been meticulous in documenting the process to help our peers and successors through the trials should we fail. In my hubris, I believed these classes were relegated to the Earthbound, but even in this quaint supposition I was in error. Our otherworldly antagonists have assured us of our inevitable failure repeatedly, while the gods whisper corroboration in my sleep. I believe them now. I just blew up my first gate. I'm not really sure why I did it, really. I'm not playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this candy-coated rock and comb the white sand until I find answers. No one can tell me that my fate can't be repaired. I've come too far. I've jumped out of the way of a burning tree. For God's sake. Oh boy, a burning tree. So wait, is the first gate just unusable now?
Rose's first gate, which is John's second, and Dave's, I don't know, fifth, or like, yes.
Okay.
I have.
I've used a spell to rip this walk from Earth's decay network and sealed it in one of those servers floating in the furthest. How did you do that exactly, Rose?
With magic. I don't know, the dark gods helped her do it. That's what seems to be the common trend with what Rose is going through.
May disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps will be use of the past or future species like we've been snared by skies, malevolent tendrils. In case it wasn't clear, this is real. Pardon my egress, you're on your own now.
In case it wasn't obvious, the big difference between Skaya and Durst is Skaya's close, or Prospit and Durst, is Prospit is close to Skaya and Durst is very far off, which means Prospit has the clouds of Skaya which tell the future, and Durst is close to the furthest ring where the dark gods, where the people there can hear the dark gods.
Ah.
Hours in the future. The war-weary calls another broken planet home, another cloth his garb, land and rags fit for the wayward. A villain becomes a vagabond. The recent past is recalled. An accursed mascot is located among fallen brethren, its visage reviled. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens, its owner a mystery. A boy finds a dead friend, her ring recovered. The boy sees himself in a cloud, his destination revealed.
Scroll up. Ah.
Hours in the future.
A mistress becomes a mendicant. The recent past is recalled.
Oh no, Hearts boxcars.
Oh no, Hearts boxcars. Kevin,
A
this is still you.
communication device. No. I thought I did.
No, Kevin's PM.
I thought this was White
Oh.
Queen. Wait.
No, this is a mistress becomes a mendicant. Parcel mistress becomes peregrine mendicant.
Yes. Okay, well. Okay, I just missed. Okay, yeah. A communication device is borrowed, a rendezvous arranged. The slayer summoned, the collateral presented. The droll is beckoned, the bargain honored. My goodness. The boy finds the castle, his courier's path crossed. The mail is delivered, an obligation satisfied.
Say what you want about Jack Noir, he upheld his bargain at least.
Oh my
After he used whatever's in that fucking box to steal the ring and kill the queen.
What? How is... The package is opened, the letter is read.
Let me do this. John, from what I hear tell, you've been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventure, and I would bet my bottom bone buck you do too. I think we're birds of a feather, John. I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned we're gonna meet someday. I hear you like movies. Is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? So friggin' hilarious. It's hard to talk to Jade about movies because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Haha, just kidding, Jade. You know I love you, and I think you're a blast. Anyway, speaking of Jade, we spent quite a long time working on this present for you. It was a big team effort. Okay, I had to do quite a bit of arm twisting to get her to go along with helping me make an all-ball present for you, and so well in advance, but I had my arm sort of twisted myself to get this because she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Gadzooks with all this arm twisting, I've been getting a good workout. We should wrestle when we meet John. I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get into fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyway, you should listen to Jade from here on out, John, because she sure seems to know what's best for you. Whatever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you how you can handle it. She believes in you. There's another page to the letter. Dear John, happy birthday! Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble just to get it, I really hope this person cheers you up. You look so sad when you were reading my letter, which I can say the one you're reading now. I can explain. You see, when I go to sleep in my dreams, I wake up on the moon of a planet called Frostbit. By now you must know about that place. I lived there in my dreams for most of my life, and I made so many friends there over the years. And you were there too, but you were asleep. The fact that you were awake now, I think it means all my friends are in trouble. You're awake because it's your job to help them. We'll both help them. But I know these things because while I was on the moon, whenever it passed through sky, I could see lots of things in the clouds. The past, the future, stuff about our friends, and stuff about you. Now that you're awake and apparently at the center of Skya, wow, you should be able to see stuff in the clouds too. Maybe you already have. About this present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included a letter too. He's really funny and silly. I like him a lot, and I think you would too. It took a long time between the two of us. I'm sure the present looks like fun and completely ridiculous thing to get, but it's also really important. You're getting it exactly when you need it most. Maybe that's hard to believe, but it's true. I saw it happen already. I don't know everything, John, but I definitely don't know everything that's gonna happen. But when I do know something, I always try to do my best to help people in the future. When I'm supposed to, that is. You'll get the hang of it. John, I'm really looking forward to seeing you when you wake up. It's been nice playing with my frostbitten friends and all, but also kind of lonely knowing you were in the other tower sleeping and having lousy dreams. I'm not sure where I am right now when you're reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to where you are soon. Geez, how do you get down there? Oh well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show you all my favorite places. It'll be so much fun. Jade.
Sad.
A boy's grief is interrupted, his ring sought. It's another bunny! The toy has taken a new master. The tactician a misstep. Check. Hours in the future.
A regulator becomes a renegade.
Why is he wrapping himself in caution tape?
Why not?
Temple has fled, and soon revisited. A nearby laboratory is also revisited. Satellites dispatched. A sleeping boy is found, rumbling, ominous. The lab is in flight. Its exits inoperative. Another public servant makes a sacrifice. A citizen's safety secured.
These stupid flying jetpack skateboards.
A tyrant is retreating. A battleship landing. A grandfather mourned.
Oh my
A
god.
family tradition honored.
Okay, so now there's a stuffed Jade. Along with the stuffed grandpa that Jade has.
This is...
A queen mourns.
I'm sure you can have this.
A kingdom bid farewell. Hours in the future. Her journey through the windswept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. A queen becomes a questant. And then years. A key is employed. A command station repaired. I don't know what Serenity's saying. Does anyone know Morse code?
Funny you should... something.
Hold on. I gotta look up what Serenity's saying.
Oh my god. Okay, so my question is...
I think it's
If
oh
the
my. It's oh my.
If the exiles are on Skya
No.
after it was
Oh,
destroyed,
yeah.
then how does they get into Earth's future?
Well, Kevin, maybe that's one of the things the comic explains.
Pardon?
We'll get there.
Okay, I guess.
We're jumping hours in the future and back. There's another cloud. And inside, a dark laboratory unused for years. And inside, a fourth wall, pilfered from a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't turned on. But if it was, this is almost certainly what we would see. Recap 2, baby!
What?
Yada yada. If you want to read this, it's page fucking...
Oh my... Do we really need another recap already? Yes, apparently.
Yes.
Oh my...
This is page 1988 if you care. Act 5! Elsewhere in Paradox Space, we examine another planet forgotten by time, but we will strive to remember. What was this planet's name?
What do you mean, enter name?
Oh, ha ha ha! Nice one, Smarty Pants. Really hilarious. Let's get real here. No more clowning around. Try again. That is much better. In fact, as it happens, your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? We examined the planet Alternia. Somewhere on this planet, there is a young troll. Hive bent. And there we are. That's enough of that for now.
Apparently.
Oh boy.
Enter more trolls. Oh my god.
No, this is CG.
Oh, this is young CG.
What we're about to get, Cavan, is an entire act of the troll backstory.
Oh my god.
In case you were curious why CG has the most dialogue.
Oh boy.
Because they're a main character. It's because they're the John Egbert of the trolls.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh.
With that, I'm stopping my stream and recording.